Hi, beautiful people. Happy Monday, the beginning of the week. I hope that y'all had a great day. Mine was interesting. Okay, Mondays are just strange. I was streaming late last night because I missed y'all. So okay, it's fine. My son, he's on summer break, y'all. So you're gonna hear my little kid. Um, is that buffalo? Did they give me the wrong sauce? You saw what? You don't want the buffalo sauce? There's some in the refrigerator. You got to do the kid thing. So yeah, I had school, I had work, got a chance to work out a little bit with the dance class. So I'm just doing the darn thing. So I just figured I would do a general check-in and just see how y'all doing. So what's going on with me? I have a trip that's coming up, and you know what? I have definitely hit a plateau when it comes to the whole sobriety thing. I don't talk about it as much on here because it's hard to monetize stuff like that. I don't know if YouTube has an issue with that kind of commentary, but I can tell you guys right now, life has been lifing. And I think this is just a normal part of life. So something about the 2-year timeline is like, what's next? I don't know. Definitely feels there's a lot that's going on, you guys. So, so I just take it day by day. I don't take things for granted. And hey, Lisa, my friend. We're just talking. I'm actually going to talk about friendships tonight. This dog is... Stop it. That's gross. How you doing, Lisa? Later, Lisa, when I start my stream, I'm going to mention your channel, okay? And your journey a little bit. Not in detail, sis. Not in detail. But when I have more people in here, I'll get your link dropped. Okay, sis, I got you. Hi, Hustler and Muscular. Good seeing you. I just came to chat. Actually, I'm going to pin a link because this is the open chat whenever I do a check-in. And I do want to talk about friendships and relationships, online dating, and stuff like that. Lisa, do you still have your beautiful poodle, Lisa? So I do want to talk about stuff like that because I just do, because of the stuff that I see online and these friendships falling apart. Is there really a such thing as a sisterhood and that kind of stuff? Let me pin a link. Yeah, he's old now. My dog is 11 years old. It's very emotional for me because I got him when I was pregnant to keep me company. And standard poodles don't live that long. So it is what it is. Yeah, Lisa, I got you. I don't have any mods in here yet, actually. Let me get into my chat. I'm about to have a moderator right now. Oh, I can't. Where's my stream? Champion is 3. Oh, you have a baby. You have a pup. Hold on, let me pin my link, y'all. I know I'm looking rough these days, but I'm not worried about it. So I have a question for you guys. Well, let me pin my link first. Invite. I miss y'all. I'm going to try my best to come live more often. I wanted to talk about this campaign and the hearing that's going on, the investigation into the attempted assassination of Trump. We're not going to do that tonight, too heavy. I'll try to do that earlier. Tonight, we're going to have a real chill live stream, and I'm going to go over some of these relationships and stuff. I look beautiful. Thank you, Lisa, my beautiful sis. Now let me shut up so I can pin this link, and then I'll get right into my commentary. Thank you. All right. There we go. Let me pin this really quickly. Pin message. It's kind of nice to have a chill stream. So do you guys feel... Y'all know what Jay Wilson says, right? Or other content creators, how they say you can't have friends online. Do you guys agree with that or no? Because what you see in certain sectors is these friendships. They get together, they fall apart, and then it's all over the internet. And sometimes it's a play. I'm not going to lie. Some of that stuff is a play. You know it's a play because that's what I wanted to talk about, Juicy. But I was told, not tonight, misunderstood. We don't want to hear about your Trump. But Juicy, I'm going to say this before I get into my commentary, because y'all know I like talking politics. I agree. She was silent during the whole campaign. What's good, Noble? She was silent during the whole campaign. And we heard from her after the debate. I think she's going to have a tough time. I do not feel that she is a strong candidate. I gotta take this call, you guys. I'll be right back.
Can put it down. I'm not going to cheat him.
Hey, Hustler, is that you?
Sure is.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna leave for a second. Can you handle this? I gotta take this call.
Okay, I'll be patient and wait.
But you can talk to the chat, okay?
Okay, but first, let me say shout out to you, Misunderstood, straight out the hood. As always, you look so damn good. Didn't hear a word I just said. Okay.
Hustler, I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyways, how's everybody doing out there? Misunderstanding as a phone call. She'll be back shortly. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. This ain't my show, but I'll do what I have to do. I don't think she's getting cussed out. At least I hope she's not getting cussed out. She says she'll be right back. Anyone out there listening, like, comment, and subscribe to not only myself, but like, comment, subscribe to her. She puts out some interesting content. And by the way, thank you for coming by my birthday stream that day, Misunderstood. Really appreciate it. How's everybody doing out there?
You were quiet the whole time?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, Hustler? Okay, I'm back. Let me tell you guys what. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I big? Hold on. Why am I so big? Where are you? Okay, I don't know how to. I don't know what happened. Oh, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Listen, I'm in the middle of I dropped you. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a business deal, and it went a little array. It's gonna work out one day, y'all. We gotta do finances and stuff. Y'all can pick my brain. I'm a hustler. I get it done. So I had to take that call because that was from a buyer. I'm just doing some stuff. Anyways.
Oh,
Hey,
you're trying to move? You're moving?
No, no, I'm not moving. I'm moving later, but that's not what I was in the middle of doing. Anyways, nevertheless, hey, you guys, it's good to see you guys. So, Hustler, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I saw you want to talk about friendship, so I thought I'd join in on the conversation. But before we do, let me give a proper shout out to you. Shout out to you, misunderstood, straight out the hood. As always, you look so damn good.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you. This is your first time hitting the panel. Hey, S. Hutchinson. Hey, you guys, I see you. Listen, okay, so I did want to talk about friendships, and the reason why is because I don't know about you guys, but when you watch these friendships fall apart online, it kind of makes you wonder if they're. Hey, Daniel, I'm gonna get out the chat right now. It kind of makes you wonder if you really can have friendships online. So let me ask you: do you feel that you can form a genuine friendship online?
Genuine friendship? No, but online friendship, possibly. Because I mean, meeting somebody online is not the same as meeting somebody up close in person. I mean, I've forged friendships I've kind of forged some friendships with men and women in these spaces. You know, due to my little live stream panels, I kind of connected with them, but I can't say we're friends. Like, oh, that's my homeboy from down the block, or that's my homegirl I've known since high school type kind of friendship. So I don't look at it in that manner. I need to
Okay,
see you face to
let me be
face
a little
before I can
more.
get into all of that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So when we're talking about, let's say with the content creator, do you feel that you can be friends with somebody that has a platform?
Yeah, possibly. Do y'all live in the same city and state? That's even better.
Would you date somebody online?
I wouldn't be pursuing the opportunity to date somebody online, but if it happens, it just happens. I mean, online dating is full of shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe you feel differently.
I think that people, and you guys, I'm looking at the chat as well. So I think that people should make friends. Wait a minute. Are you trying to show us something? Oh, I got a little nervous. I think that people
My
should
bad,
make
my camera.
more friends in their actual life, because what I see is a lot of these friendships. So you become friends with somebody, and if that friendship falls apart, your business is all over YouTube. And in the case of some of the people that I see, and I was watching the stream today, and I'm watching these arguments take place. Number one, I think it's healthy to vent and speak your mind, but it goes dark. And when you confide in somebody, your secrets become commentary.
Yeah, but I think when you break up with somebody, you need to keep that stuff to yourself. Nobody needs to know that, oh, you broke up with this person, y'all had a squabble. It's amazing what some people will put on these social media platforms for the whole damn world to see. Seriously.
I feel that they tell too much of their business. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm on the fence. Even though I tell you guys, hey, I don't have friends and stuff like that, I did manage to form some solid friendships. But you guys have seen me go through some not good situations. And so that's why I would have to say I'd be cautious to date online or to make a friend that's online. If friendships develop slowly. Hang on one second. Is that you, Noble? I forgot to use my banner.
Yeah,
Hold on. That's you. Okay. Okay, you guys. Since y'all not gonna talk, I'll talk. Listen, I feel like this. You have to be really careful and know that you are potential commentary, and your business could be all over the YouTube streets. I feel that you need to make friends the old-fashioned way. You need to date the old-fashioned way. Get out there and actually meet people. Now, dating online and making friendships online is what people are doing because we're not getting out as much, and it happened since the pandemic. But how healthy are these relationships? Anyway, Kenneth says,
I think it's the people that's in the relationships. That's what I think. If one of the parties not healthy or they're not there yet, it can be online or otherwise. It's not gonna work. I really believe, that you can actually find friendships and love interests on online. But when it comes to this YouTube thing, if you can't keep that shit separated, then it's not going to be a good thing. It's even friendships, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know that friendships jump ships in these sectors. You know what I'm saying? Just for popularity, clicks and views, or to be down or choosing the side or picking the side type shit.
Have
So
you
I don't
seen
think.
any
Go ahead.
friendships or relationships work out? Kenneth says MU is too pretty to be in the B sector. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of beautiful women in the B sector. I think your personality has a lot to say, has a lot to do with it. And I feel that if you go there, you can't. Fool, if you don't mute your microphone, if you there's a lot of attractive women in the B sector, and there's some that's just they're angry for reasons. I'm just saying. So
Yeah,
I
could be.
just, I just think that it got more or less to do with where people at in their lives, in their journey, because a lot of these people ain't healed. You know what I'm saying? It was times in my life where I wasn't healed. I'm still got work I'm doing on me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, try to build something with somebody from thousands of miles away. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you know what I'm saying, something that's real. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna deal with somebody on this apparatus, at least be real with it. If you're not gonna be real, let it be known that it's a play, that it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you
I'm just
know,
saying, if you want something substantial as a friendship, because even I look at your friendships, MU. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of shit. You know, you be like, you try to be a pure heart to a person, and they not right. It ain't nothing that you done wrong. You know what I'm saying? These people just not right in the head. So I just think that we should just choose our friendships and our YouTube ships, you know, a little bit more careful.
I think that we need to be careful. It's this. Here comes just Krista. I'm glad she came up for a reason. But wait, let me use my banner this time. Hey, Stitch Girl, thank you for being a member. Let me use my banner, y'all. I think that's her. One of you got some bad feedback. One of you have bad feedback. Hey, Krista, is that you?
Yo, what's up?
Huh? Hello?
Yo,
Krista?
yo.
That is not Krista.
Oh,
That is
shoot.
not just Krista.
It is me. It's
Oh,
me.
damn. Okay, wow.
What the hell? You trying to prank
Krista,
people?
what is wrong with you?
Who was
I'm
that?
tripping. I was about to. Oh God. Okay, let me move my banner. I'm not used to using a banner. But y'all know I haven't been live for a minute regularly, so let me get back into the swing of things. Bear with me,
Who
Krista.
was that?
Okay, Krista, I want to do this because now I can speak more specifically. I didn't really want to talk without you. I didn't want to use your situation, but I was in a chat and it was very public. So
Okay. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to trick Nova to see if I could trick Nova.
Yeah, you tricked the hell out of me. Yeah, you got me.
Nova
Yeah,
was
going
like,
through.
that is not Krista.
Nah, I'm like,
no
hell
one got
nah.
mad. That's right, Lisa. No one got mad, pal.
I was trying to not laugh.
You have been catfishing? Really? On YouTube?
Okay. No, I will never.
I was in. I forgot whose live stream it was. I guess it doesn't matter. But you were having a conversation, Krista. So I think you're the perfect person to chime in. And I also think I have a lot to say about this situation because you guys have seen me in some nasty friendships and relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, let me do a disclaimer. I have friends, right? I consider S. Hutchinson a friend. I consider Krista a friend. I have friends, but I'm talking about in general. And those friendships didn't happen overnight. They developed over time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel okay? So when you were speaking and you were having a conversation on the other platform, I don't know how it started. I don't know exactly what happened. But do you feel that with your experiences that friendships are hard to maintain online? Hold on, let me bring up. Hey, Shelly.
Hey, Bookie. I'm gonna go on mute while y'all talking. Hello to
Okay.
everybody on the panel and the chat as well.
Hello.
Hey, Shelly.
Dude, I feel It's not really hard if it's a person that's friendship worthy. Um, because everybody's not out to be your friend. Like, some people just want to be, friendly to you while we're on YouTube. Or some people just want to be friendly to you, maybe like in the chat part or something, or just over on your channel. So you have to figure out what type of friend you and that person is meant to be. Like some people you can meet on here and you can share your phone number and y'all could talk on the phone and have a great time. Some people you give them your phone number and you say, Lord, I should have left them right there on YouTube.
I've said that quite often. Hey, Kiki
Yeah.
said,
Kiki. I'm sorry. I was
go
gonna say
ahead, go
Kiki.
ahead.
I was gonna say Kiki. Can you come up here in the back chat and tell us where the hell you been so I can join your ass? Because I'm telling you, sometimes I
Kiki,
just
where
get so
have
tired of
you
this.
been? I know, I get tired of it too. So, hey, Kiki said, I left this sector and grew real friendships in a whole different sector. I come here once every blue moon. I'm going to say this. I did the same thing, Kiki. And now I have real friendships, real people that support me. And I know who's there for me. People are there. I know who's there for me. And those are my friends. And that's when you know who your friends are, when you go through stuff. Who's still going to ride with you, or who's going to just, now I can't be mad at people for making commentary, but to an extent though.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Krista, the other day, I told you, you said everything was going well, and I told you it's not going to stay that way. I didn't even know what was going to happen today. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah.
And here you are. And I just think that it's just your time, sis.
Yeah. But you know what? I just take it. I do what I got to do and just keep going with it. You know what I mean? I'm not, I ain't going to let nothing stop me or anything.
Can that relationship be repaired between you two? Because I was banging for you guys in the chat. I said that it was healthy for you and her to go at it. You guys went dark, but I kind of feel like you guys could work it out. You must have missed something today because I'm lost.
You mean when
I
we
just
were
think
over?
too many other people are involved in it. MU.
We're gonna give him a recap though, and I can't give a recap because I didn't see it. I came in at the end. When I came in at the end, I just saw my sister, so I jumped in the chat trying to say that, you know what I mean. I was trying to be the peacemaker in the chat, but
You mean when I was over on Brianna's?
yeah. Some people don't
Oh,
really know what happened,
no, not when you disrespect my mama.
but
Mm-mm.
some of us. Can you just give like without going into too can you just give us a recap for those that don't know?
Okay, well, I'll give y'all the quick version of it. Of
Okay.
course, a lot of you know what happened between me and TC. This person said in the height of everything that was going on that they had spoken with TC and that people, of course, was saying their version of what they believe happened between us. And this person decided to come up on somebody else's panel and add a little extra fuel to the fire and say that I have been calling TC and stuff, but yet I'm going around here calling and texting her, but yet I'm going around here telling people that I was devastated by what I seen. And, in other words, I'm saying one thing, but I'm doing something else behind the scene. So, of course, she has my phone number. Me and her has talked. And I had just said, no, that's not true, you know. And I asked her, why was she like, why are you lying on me? Why is you and TC, why is y'all doing this stuff? you know. And then she just chose to continue to tell lies on me. And then I just lost it on her ass. And then, so in the middle of me losing it on her, she decided to talk back junk with me, talk back junk to me. And she decided to throw my mother in there. And my mother is deceased. And if I know you and this person is spending a lot of time on the phone, I know that person then told you this. Plus, I am close to my nieces and nephews. They're like my children. I've raised them. So talking about my nieces and nephews is like talking about my children. And I have expressed that many a times. And that person know how close my nieces and nephews are to me. Then she even said, and F your sister. So that means that person sat there through the whole process of what my sister has been through. When my sister was almost out of here, Shelly can even vouch for how that person was there day and night and day with me. And then to discuss that with somebody, and then they bring it out here and say, F all these important people to me with these things. No, no, I want nothing to do with you, lady. Absolutely nothing. First of all, the situation didn't even have anything to do with you. And now she want to say, well, I wanted to apologize to you and all of this stuff. No, if I see you, like I said, I will bust you in your mouth. And I mean that 3 times.
Mm.
So no, it
So
could never be
when she
nothing.
apologized, and Kiki said that's not a friend. When she apologized about the mom thing, do you accept that apology?
About my mom, you said?
I think she said she apologized because she
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
don't
she was deceased.
no, I don't. I mean, I can't say that I don't accept her apology because the Bible tells me different. Okay. But I if she think that apologizing to me means that now I'm going to, say, hey sis, how you doing? Come on, let's call each other. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
Let me
Mm-mm.
ask you guys this, because now that situation was crazy. And I don't know, when I was talking to you yesterday, I'm telling you, I just felt that something else was going to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
When
you
these,
did.
I just know when you guys know, Shelly probably understands what I'm talking about. It just recycles when you go through stuff and it's one person, then it's somebody else. I don't know how to explain
Mhm.
that.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
also too, and you know, a lot of times in you this stuff happens because people fake try to get to know people to build a fake relationship, and then they turn around, they do something to you, backstab you, or do whatever, and then you're falling out because everybody who meets you don't have good intentions.
Yeah.
I have to say, and without, I don't even need to tell you all my situations. And what I don't like is when you get out of a situation and people are telling you who you need to be friends with, oh, you need to go back in that situation. And then you see people making up, breaking up, and all that kind of stuff, and everybody knows it's a toxic situation. We really have to stop doing that.
And MU, I agree with that, and I agree with that because you know what I'm saying. Even before my so-called relationship on YouTube, I already knew people in this sector and other sectors. So me going to other people's channels is something I did anyway. And I felt like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? These people I know anyway. I already know Kimmy. I already know S Hutch. I already know Coolin. I already know ZX. I already know these people. You know what I'm saying? And even though me and you in a relationship, shall I stop those relationships with these people I already formed with because me and you in a relationship? These are relationships or panels I already got on. I've been in these people chat and supported them before me and you even became an issue. You know what I'm saying? So now I
Mhm.
can't go to this person chat because this your op, or I can't go over here and support this person because this your op. But I gotta support everybody you want me to support, and they might be my op. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's what
You
I
know,
have
Let me
ran
ask the
into.
panel, you guys, why don't you guys answer that question for Noble? Do you feel, I'm sorry, Krista, did you want to add something?
No, I just said that I was just telling Noble that that's kind of like what happened with me when I was in that relationship with that person here on YouTube. They wanted me friendly with all their friends, but I knew their friends didn't even like me. So I used to tell them, why don't you just go be around your friends? But why do I have to? And then they got mad at me, or they would try to call their friends and tell their friends, oh, act decent towards her because, and then their friends would try to call themselves doing it. But at the same time, they was like doing little, saying and doing little nasty thing. I'm like, girl, it's not that important. Child, them is your friends. Rock out with them. I ain't told you not to support your friends. So I'm not like that. Do what you got to do.
Okay, so let me try to form that in a question for so everybody else can participate. So do you feel, okay, so now we're talking about relationships more than friendships, I think. So do you feel that if you're in a relationship with someone, or maybe a close friendship, that if you guys are in a friendship is it okay to see that person, your friend, and your ops chat if they don't have a problem with them? What do you guys think?
I think it's
It
like
depends on the
It
op.
depends.
To
it
me, it
all
Depends
depends
on
on
who
the
they
depends
op.
are, what they're about. Yep.
Yeah. If it's
because
just a friendly back and forth banter, like dragging each other type shit, that's cool. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even trip. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's just dragging. But if it get dark and doxing and all that other stuff, people want to pull up, then that's a whole different type of story. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, my bad.
So if you have a major ops, like an enemy, somebody that you are just in full on battle with, and your good Judy is in her chat, would that bother you?
Well, it ain't my
Especially if that
place to
person
tell you who
already
you
had a
can't.
friendship. They already had a friendship. They were cool with. Go ahead.
But my thing is this:
It
I
ain't my
never
place.
had no ops on YouTube until you know what I'm saying. I ain't never had nobody like that was my real ops. You know, somebody I gotta worry about something like that. It was just back and forth commentary, either debate or back and forth some playing the dungeons type stuff. Nothing real major. So I don't have no hatred towards nobody on this app. I know what it is. But when it get dark, you got to get dark with it, and I get it. I get that part of it. You know what I'm saying? I just think that if you call somebody your friend or somebody that you in a relationship with on this application, you have to, look at it like, okay, if it gets a certain type of way, where are we gonna take it as friends? Should we get, just like what happened to me, a whole bunch of my messy lines you got put out, and I wasn't even on that type of time. I was trying to be on some peace type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on who you dealing with at the end of the day.
but you know what I respect about, and I had said that before, Noble, as far as you and Tracy, because you you and Tracy, when y'all brought y'all stuff out here, it was you and her. You and her did whatever. When you got upset that she said whatever she said, or you got, or vice versa, y'all did your own thing. Not the people that are friendly with one of y'all brought out stuff and said stuff. You didn't go tell your good friends and tell them to say it on YouTube. She didn't go tell her good friends and tell them to say it on YouTube. Y'all did y'all thing each other. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go hide in the corner and let your friends do the talking. And then they mixing stuff up. They trying to remember everything that you told them to say. And while you sit there and play innocent, she didn't do that either.
It
And
was
you
a
can,
it was a whole bunch of remixing going on, but I get what you're saying. It was a
but you
whole
get
bunch
what
of
I'm
remixing.
saying?
Yeah, I get what
But
you're
even if
saying.
it was some remixing, you and Tracy came back and said, this is what I'm saying. This is, of course everybody gonna have their part in it. You know what I mean? When they hear it. But it was still you and her. This person is hiding, trying to still make like there's some type of innocent, oh, woe, it's me. I don't do nothing wrong. I'm just so nice.
So now you talk
And
about
that's
the
not the truth.
relationship that you were in. Now you're talking about your relationship, your ex relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as YouTube and being in it and going places. Because, see, I never mind that person still hanging out with their people. I used to tell them, you go with your people. And if you just want me to see you, I'll just stay in the clouds because they don't like me. And all of them have said it. We ain't never liked her. We ain't never. Okay. I know y'all didn't like me. That's fine. But now what?
I think that, and that's what I meant when I brought up the platform, because it's so different when you have a platform, especially when you have an audience. She's really close to our audience. I'm really close to my audience because I tell y'all what I go through for the most part. Now I'm a lot more private, but I used to. And with Krista, I can't tell people how to fight. So it's like with her, she'll tell you to back off. She'll tell you to back off. And then she's going to probably go to her platform. She's going to defend herself. And then we'll
Yeah,
all
because
know.
don't nobody defend me. Just like that ZX man out here doing what he doing, jumping in me and Pam's thing. You think anybody is saying, ZX, wait, hold up. This is between Krista and Pam. Stay out of it. Nobody's saying that. They just letting this man run rampant. And then when I come out here, well, if I don't defend myself, who is? Shit, I did came through abusive relationship. You think I'm scared to to open up my mouth and tell a nigga how I feel? What are you, crazy? I done had
That's
niggas
one of
pull
my
guns and
that's one
shit
of my
on me.
issues, sis. And I think
Yeah,
that's what we have in common.
I done had
And
niggas
it
pull
took
guns
Rebel
on
to
me
say
and
it
all
to
types
me.
of shit. You think I'm finna let
Yeah.
a nigga sit here and call me all type of bitches and whores and I'm just gonna sit there and listen? No,
Yeah.
hell no. You
You
got
know,
me
I'm gonna tell
fucked
you
up.
another thing too that gets me. Any man on here, especially somebody I've never done anything to disrespect
Exactly.
me. Listen, it doesn't hurt
Yeah,
my feelings, but I'm gonna say this. I have a husband. He doesn't call me out of my name. I have
exactly.
sons. They don't call me out of my name. I got brothers. They don't call
Exactly.
me out of my name. So that shit just ain't cute. Period.
No. And then my whole thing is, Shelly, I don't even like to disrespect no man. You know, I tell people that all the time. Younger people, I don't like to come at them on here. And a man, I don't, that's just something I don't like to do. You know, now a woman that's around my age that should know better, let's go. Where we going? Okay. But I don't like to disrespect them. I just don't. And if I got to step out of line to do that, and I can't even really say outside of Sean, when me and Sean had our back and forth, I ain't never had to come out here and do this with no man, especially a back and forth. Me and Sean did our little back and forth at each other, and it was done. And even that was a misunderstanding, and it was done. But this nigga, mm-mm, nah. I'm sorry, it's another feedback.
I just wanted to ask a question right quick because this was posed to me earlier. You know, as far as the observation, do y'all think that the gender roles, as far as men and women, and how they act and how they date, you think they being reversed now that men are starting to act more like women and women are starting to act more like men?
To
Do
an
you
I
mean in
extent,
think
real life or
yeah.
just on social media?
Real life, real life, real life.
I see it in
Oh,
real life
yeah, I
too, so
think
he ain't lying about it.
it's
Yep.
sad.
yeah, it is certain men. To me, I think men that because you know a child is a product of their environment, and there's a lot of men that are being raised by women. Okay, and they see mama gonna work it out, so they come up with this attitude of a woman in their life that loved them, no matter what's going on, she's gonna work it out. So they just sit back because this is what they're used to doing, letting a female work it out. So even when they get in relationships, you know, they got this woman in their life that loved them that's out here working it out. Or if a woman get in a relationship with them, the woman is saying, "No, nigga, you got to do your part." Now they want to act some kind of way, poke their lip out, tell me, I ain't gonna talk to you for a week. You can't have none of this dick. They acting like a woman because they seen their mother withhold her body from the daddy or the father because she didn't get her way. So now they think they supposed to withhold dick and stuff from you, and that's gonna change something.
Okay, so do you think do you
Oh,
think
y'all don't forget, I'm trying to monetize this. But I feel,
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no, you're good. Yeah, I know what sector I'm dealing with, y'all. Y'all know y'all
Mm,
get jazzy.
okay.
um,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Go ahead, nobody me to cut you off. But let me just, but no, but don't forget what you're gonna say. I just want to say this. And I did walk away for a second. I'm sorry. I do feel that it's becoming too normal for these men to be cursing out women and calling us out of our names and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Because there's Krista touched on it when she said that some of us have been traumatized, and I feel that I make a point with my kids. I don't joke with them like that. I don't call them off their name. I don't
Mm-mm.
play the dozens with them or anything like that. And I feel that some of
Mm-mm.
us have been traumatized growing up, and it's just become normal. And you see a lot of this playing out online. It is not normal for a grown arse man to be cursing out a woman or a female.
No.
We're just making it like, oh, this is our culture and something. No, that ain't our culture. That's some
Mm-mm.
so can I
as crap, and I think it's wrong for a grown man to be
Mm-hmm.
going after a woman, being aggressive with the woman, and I'm not cool with that. I just want to throw that out there. Go ahead, Noble.
okay, what is a
I
woman's
have
limit
some.
then coming towards a man? You know, if that's the case,
But
because I
we're
don't.
women. We're emotional, and we both
Right.
can be emotional. One of us, if
That's
you guys
right.
say that you can lead and you want to lead a
Okay,
household, we don't need no crybabies leading a household. Okay,
okay, hold
you guys
I
have to
understand
man
that,
wait.
up.
but
Hold on, let
men
me
have
hold
feelings
on, and I
too.
promise I'll give you the mic. I'll go on mute. You guys have to realize now. Domestic violence is never okay. If I put my hand on a guy, I'm wrong. which I'm not gonna
That's
do.
right.
But
Hmm.
as far as the female, so if a female gets emotional, raise her voice, y'all gonna get emotional with her. If then how are you leading a household? Because
Hmm.
you have to be level-headed.
Okay, but before a household happens, before even the household, y'all go through something called courtship. Y'all go through learning each other first before there even is a household. So those choices that you make before you even form a household, before you even have sex with those person, that person is a choice, and you made that choice. So it has nothing to do with a man or a woman.
What
That has
about the choice that
that's
you
an
had? Oh,
adult
I thought I was
decision.
gonna
If
go
you
on you.
that's all.
I was gonna go on you. I'm sorry.
It's an adult decision.
You guys are the men. So some of you need to stand up and be men and stop trying to be womanly men. I don't know if that makes sense. Because you
Being
want
so
to say
Are
caught in
you
their
telling
emotions.
are you
Being so
telling us not to?
yeah,
I
you
get it.
can't say, oh, the woman, blah, 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 because you both are courting, right? So if you see that your personality doesn't match with hers, go the other way.
Right,
But I just feel
exactly.
that all of this, oh, you be, oh, you this, oh, you that, is just not masculine to me.
Yeah, same way as
You're
a
right.
woman
It
gonna pick
isn't.
up call just like a woman out here calling the man all I heard out his name is not feminine to me.
Noble, you seem to be in your emotions tonight. What's really going
I'm
on?
not in my emotions. I'm just having a conversation. That's all
Oh,
I'm
but
doing.
you
okay.
If
know
you
what
for
the
real, I'm
difference
not.
Are
is?
you trying to say
I'm
men
cool.
shouldn't have
But
emotions?
but you know what the difference is too, Noble?
Have
As to
emotions.
what I'm saying is
I'm sorry to
this is a
interrupt. Can you
man.
lift this comment back up on the screen for me, please? I'm not
What's
looking at
this?
it. I just wanted to read it.
This the whole difference is, Noble, this is a man that I'm not in no relationship with him. I never wanted to be in a relationship with him. I never even courted this man. What do you mean calling me the B word and a whole word? And I never did nothing to you.
Is
Who
that what
are
they tell
you?
you, sis?
I've never had my brother. My brother done got mad at me a couple of times. I had my uncles. They didn't got upset with me. I have never had grandfathers, fathers. I've had a lot of men that exist in my life. And the two men that I dated, one for 14 years and one for 15 years, they never called me the B word. They never called me the H word. So you think
It's the same thing over
some
here, and it's crazy that
thank
people
you. So
think
you
that
think some
we're
piece of
supposed to take
dust
that.
You think some piece of dust off of YouTube that I ain't never met and everything else is going to sit back and lay back on his big microphone and lay back in his easy chair and call me those names? Oh, no. You are totally out of line. No, no. You're out of line, buddy. Get on. You're not a
That is
man.
the thing.
Do you guys
No.
agree,
Yeah.
Hustler? What about you? Do you agree with what Krista is? So Krista is saying she never did anything for this guy to come at her that way. She's living her life, and people are
Yeah.
giving commentary on it because they can. But why attack her and the
Yeah.
personal insults? Why not
And
just
coming up on other people's panels that they see me on and just coming up there attacking me. I'm up there laughing and talking with different ones, not even thinking about this person. And they just coming up there, just
And
waiting
I
on their
think
turn.
that we're normalizing it and making excuses for stuff, but that is verbally abusive relation. That's verbally abusive. Okay,
Yes.
it's emotional abuse
It
as
is.
well. So why is that just okay? And everybody sits back like,
And I'm
ooh,
not gonna lie, it felt real good for Lemon and Shakem to sit there and come at that man on my behalf. That felt good to me. First
you
of
know
all,
what
unless it's
oh,
Shelly or
Because
MU,
I don't think it
nobody
was
ever
your
said
behalf.
anything.
I
you
think it
know
was
Huh?
just because they don't like them.
But
They don't like him.
I've
but it
seen.
shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Let me say this. I see this with the
Let me.
younger ones on here.
Mhm.
They have their own minds. And they'll just go.
Somebody got a feedback.
Somebody got some feedback. Oh,
Somebody got a feedback.
they don't just go along with the get along, thankfully. And it's supposed to be the older ones that's leading the way, but it's the younger ones because Lemon and Shakim are like that, where they'll be like, "No, bro, that's not cool," and they're very vocal about that. And there's been times with me when y'all know sometimes I'm not trying to make it about myself, but people will be mad at MU for nothing, and they'll say, "Hey, just don't like MU for whatever reason." I never did anything to them. I can say for those two, they didn't go along with it. They're like, "Nah, she's all right with me." So I do see that with the younger ones, and the older ones just seem to be happy to have a platform, and they want to go off and call people all these damn names, and I'm like, why? You
Let me
have no.
tell you something. For
Go ahead.
those two, They may have never overstepped the boundary with you, and sis may feel that they took up for her today, but they are
Okay.
just as disrespectful, if not more,
Really?
as the people that they're talking about. And I think it's okay, of course, it's the beef sector, whatever. So people are gonna say, well, that's what we do or whatever. But there, to me, there's no excuse for a man to be harassing a woman who's never done a goddamn thing to them, especially when you're in a relationship and you don't deal with that type of stuff. People expect like you're supposed to just sit there and deal with it, and I'm not going to deal with abuse on any level. I don't care who it is, the internet, real life, or whatever. The moment you can't respect me and the way I respect you, then it's a wrap. I don't need to be around you.
That's right.
But those two
I'm
people are no
100.
heroes because they do the
Yeah,
same
but
shit
there's another way to
to
look
different
at it.
people.
Oh,
I
somebody
agree with
got
that
terrible
100, Taylor.
feedback. Oh,
No, but
100
I
That's
was
me.
just
Taylor.
no, but I wasn't being serious with you, and I was like you're in your feelings. I kind of was like in probably in mine a little bit, but I think that what I do like Noble is that she
Noble,
was.
click off and come right back. That might get rid of his feedback. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
I
to
know how
interrupt you.
Curly is with the audio. Noble expresses himself. I love that. I love that he's not afraid to cry. He's not afraid to go off because he will go off. And I believe what Noble said. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Is hey, if a female, a man. I can't speak for a man. A man can only take so much. If you come at me and you're so disrespectful, I'm gonna have to respond. Not put my hands
mhm.
on her, but I'm gonna respond in a harsh way. That's what I hear Noble saying.
Right. I hear that too.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And let me say this. Now, do I agree that that a man should not be putting his hands on a woman or coming at her the wrong way? Absolutely not. I don't care if it's man on man, woman on woman. That kind of behavior is unacceptable. That's the first thing. And the second thing I've noticed is that I'm not saying this applies to y'all ladies specifically, but I notice a lot of ladies, for whatever weird reason, they like that kind of behavior. They like it when a man is tough, talking shit to them, cussing them out, all that kind of stuff. For some reason, enjoy that kind of behavior. They be the main ones antagonizing the man in the first place. I've seen that play out many times on indie spaces and in real life. So yeah, some women like that kind of stuff. They don't know, they get around a good man. I mean, they're so used to
Mm,
dealing with
it's
these kind of
but
men, but when they get
that
around
run
a
up
good
under
man,
a different
they don't know what
thing.
they want to do. What you say? I'm
That runs
sorry.
up under a different thing. Not some man that's sitting on YouTube all day long, um, just yelling, hollering, collecting cash apps from women, and people could be supporting all these women out here. They got kids and is having a hard time. It's school time, camp time. You got women out here that's mad at me because they want to sit over there and support some old man and stuff, and I never even did nothing to these women. And then so when
Damn.
they're telling me you won't listen to what I'm saying, lady, how could you tell me anything when you're giving money to a man that's not even taking your garbage out? He ain't even smelling your cooch. I mean, so what are you saying? I'm supposed to take
So
instructions from you? I'm
she's trick.
53.
Okay, for the record, you don't look it. Good to know, but she was tricking
Thank
off of
you.
him. She
Krista
was
Huh?
tricking
is
off of this man.
lovely. That's my she had me change my name yesterday, y'all. I can no longer call myself BBW number 2.
No, Emmy.
You better not get one. That's not a becoming. No,
I said
But did you
all
BBW. What
natural.
are you talking about? You're
not BBL, BBW.
Huh? Which is
Not
it
a
now? Come on.
BBL, BBW.
Oh,
BBW.
snatched my title. I snatched titles and she snatched it back, child. Okay.
I was like, you are not a BBW.
I feel like one.
somebody
Please,
But
said
I didn't hear
BBL,
what
but
you had
okay.
said. What was your question to me? You said something.
mine?
No, the gentleman.
Oh, okay. I'll go on mute.
Now I was saying she was tricking off of this man, paying for him to have this. I mean, I've seen women do that. I had a guy tell me that a woman drove 30 minutes to visit him to bring him a PS5. So women will do that to men if they find attractive. That ain't nothing new. I've seen that play out too. I'm
But
like,
I'm talking about
why?
these women are women that's just sitting here on this man's panel. And I don't have a problem with if they want to sit over there with that man and give him cash apps and send him cash. That don't have nothing to do with me. When it has something to do with me is when you decide to end a friendship with me because you feel I should sit here and listen to this man call me all types of B's and H's and not say anything. Huh?
Okay, what is it that this man be talking about? If you don't mind my asking.
That ZX character.
ZX. I'm not familiar with him. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's like an older guy on here that sticks his nose in a lot of female business, and I don't even know enough about him to even really talk about him, but
He's
he
probably
just
just
sticks.
looking for attention. He's probably just
Yeah.
looking for attention. You see that a lot
Wait
in
a
these
minute, what happened
spaces
to my
too.
layout? Why y'all over there? What did I do?
You put it in solo. You put it in
You put us over here.
solo layout. I think. Now I'm the big.
Oh, there we go. It's been a while. So that situation. Now I'm not online to really know that situation, but I can tell you is that I know Krista is. I just feel a certain kind of way when a man is attacking a woman. I do. I don't feel that there's any reason to call her out of her name or slur. Y'all know what I'm saying, or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel that those things are hurtful, but I think that if you think about the place the other person is coming from, a happy and successful person doesn't spew hatred on somebody else, especially one that they don't know. He's in a completely different sector. And I'm not just saying that because of him. I'm saying that for anyone that just attacks you unwarranted, I look at where they're coming from and what's inside of them that makes them so angry at me.
Right.
Right?
It's something deeper. It's something deeper.
Much deeper. Maybe does it
Nobody
have
just
something to
be
do with
that
their
way.
mom, their family? Because that's not normal, and we're normalizing
No.
stuff too much. It's not normal, and I would say that when I see a guy from the LGBTQIA community attacking a woman, I'm thinking, do they not realize that they're still men?
Right.
I hate that too.
And that's why I said Nobles is different, because Noble just his situation was different.
You got these transformers going in on women too. You know.
There we go.
No, my thing is this is that in the beginning of any relationship, situationship, be it business, whatever, I've always in the beginning, I have no judgment because I don't know you. So it's like a clean slate. So I'm not coming at you. I know everybody wear a mask when you first meet them. You know what I'm saying? They showing their best hand or they trying to impress you. But once you get past that, then you start getting to know a person. That's what's the most important. When you start to know how a person is when we face with adversity. It's all good when it's all peachy and cream and everybody happy and smiling. You know what I'm saying? But when it really gets down to it and you have to make them tough choices, you know what I'm saying? Are they gonna do that? That's why like I always come 100 with people. When I first meet them, it's always 100. You know, I just let people dictate our friendship or our relationship all the time. It don't be me. It never be me. It be them. It be them all the time. It don't be me because I'm always gonna put my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? So when you leave me or whether we not friends no more, you always be able to say that brother know that nigga was solid. That's it. That's all.
I'm listening to you guys. I'll let you guys have it. Changing this title. Wait, can y'all not hear me? Hold on.
Yeah, we can
Loud
hear
and
you.
clear.
Oh, there you go.
Noble, is it that you feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody, when it's all said and done, that you should still be able to be friends? Is that what the issue is?
I wouldn't say so much be friends, but at least have some type of cordial. We'll be able to see each other in the street. Won't be trying to, tear each other heads off. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It don't have to
I'm
be
that way
hate.
too,
You
Noble.
know what I'm saying? We could always be cool. But I'm not gonna come back to you and be in another relationship with you. That never happened. I don't go backwards. But we can
Yeah.
always be cool.
I mean, did you ever try to have a conversation like, you know what I'm saying? No, we ain't together, but you ain't my enemy type shit.
After a lot of stuff that happened on YouTube, I was like, pass all that. I tried that method. I tried that first. And
Oh,
but
okay.
but they felt like everybody had to know that we was broke up, and I felt that right there was like, I'm like, damn, you ain't even give me a chance. We ain't even have a conversation about it, but everybody got to know that we broke up, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
what
see, and
I
that's
think
what
that's
happened with
also
me.
something.
Me and that person, see, we and that person had been broke up. Didn't nobody know about it but Shelly. And Shelly didn't know exactly when it happened. She knew a few weeks after. I never said a word. That person asked me not to.
It was
But
like
yet when
it
people
was
was out
like
here dogging me, they seeing her up on their panels and stuff. People was wondering, if y'all still in the relationship, why is she over there with people dogging you out? What sense does that make? You know, and
it,
now comes out.
it pretty much was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just about it was like pretty much like, okay, well, since we broke up, I'm about to tell everybody. I'm like, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, well, what's going on? Why we breaking up? It wasn't a conversation that me and them actually like had. Like, what's going on? It was like, okay, this how you feel. I'm just about to go live about it. And I'm like, huh? What the fuck? And she just spilled all of me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And then when I choose to try to go out there and tell what the fuck I gotta tell, oh, I'm the bad person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here trying to do a whole campaign and clean up myself, clean my image up because of being tainted by this relationship. And I didn't never intend it to be this way. Ever. I
But at
never
least
did.
it came, and I'm not saying that it was better, y'all's were better, or ours was better, or didn't. But at least to me, at least it came from directly from the person that you were in a relationship with. I was not in a relationship with all that person's YouTube friends out here. I should not have to be out here fighting with all your YouTube friends that don't know a hill of beans about what went on between me and you.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Krista,
Okay.
a lot of their
Okay,
YouTube
husband.
friends and a lot of their subscribers and stuff like that used to troll my chat and be in her chat telling her stuff about what I'm doing and keeping our shit going on. So I
Hold on, y'all.
understand what you're
Noble,
saying.
Intruder. I have an intruder in my chat. If you have ever, I don't need to say your name, curse me out, try to bring up my past, throw up a bunch of nonsense in my face. I'm not sure why you're in my space. Just saying. You guys are all welcome, but please don't try to get my attention. We're gonna leave it just like that. Go ahead.
Noble, what was it? What was it that you just said? Because I wanted to respond to that, but then I got sidetracked. It was something you said that I wanted to. What was the last thing you just said?
But far as her being like, I don't even remember the last
Oh,
thing
I
I said.
got it. You
Go
were
ahead.
saying like they'll be in your chat saying one thing, and then in her
Yeah,
chat saying something different. Because to a lot of these
yeah,
people, it's real life to us, but to them, it's their reality show. So it's kind of
yeah.
like they're trying to be the directors. Okay, on the next episode, I want this to happen, so I'm going to say this and I'm going to do this. You know,
Because
and that's what
I
they do. They
actually
play
sat up
off of
there
people's emotions.
because I actually sat up there and I trolled the chat. Just being in the chat, just being in the bushes, watching. And they was actually telling her things that I'm not even saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a lot of people. I ain't gonna even put their names out here, but there's people that be in each other's chats and stuff. Telling her stuff that I'm saying, I'm not even saying anything. And they giving her information
Noble.
about me, egging her on. So I get what you're saying though, Crystal.
Yeah.
I
Noble,
understand
please don't ever tell that story about how you be out here trolling people's chats. Did
what, be in
y'all
the
ever
clouds?
hear Noble?
Does he troll people's chats?
No, I be in the
Noble
clouds. I
did.
just be in the clouds. I
Noble
just be
did
out
a
there.
video. He said, y'all, when I tell y'all I laughed so loud, I had to go into the other room. I didn't want to wake up my neighbors. I was listening to Noble. Noble said, yeah, I got me a troll account now. Mm-hmm. Joe
Oh,
do. He
brother.
said, he said, y'all don't know who I am. He said, I just be going around going, doody doody doo, doody. He said, then y'all motherfuckers will say something about Noble, and I'll say, hmm? He said, doody doody doo. I said, damn Noble.
I'm gonna tell to know who I am. I can't come with a troll account. Mm-mm.
That damn Noble. I said,
I be having fun. I just be trying to have fun with it now instead of being so uptight with this
That
shit.
was
You know
easy
what I'm
going.
saying?
That
That's
was
it.
easy going.
I said, that damn Noble had me rolling. He was like, doo 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 doo. He said, I watch what y'all said. He said, then I watch y'all come right back over there to my chat talking to me. But y'all don't know that was me already over there.
That was funny.
Yeah. I was like, that damn Noble was the best.
think that, and I know you guys like it when we're just chilling and laughing and those kind of things. Um, but I think that some of us are addicted to the drama and attempt that's it's one thing to beef and bang, and then it's another how Krista was explaining with like, damn, you coming up here trying to attack me. That's not fun for me. It's just not fun for me.
Yeah. It's actually
It kills the vibe.
yeah.
It just does. Now, back to my original question, because I know, and everything you guys spoke about, I appreciate y'all sharing because it goes right along with what I was talking about. With all of these things, now, Krista, not the guy thing, you being attacked, but are these friendships online? Let me ask this: are they real? Because we watch them fall apart so easily, or is it just a play?
Well, my friend, the only friend I have on here.
Good night, Peach Tea.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Peach Tea.
Good night, Peach Tea. I also want to thank her too for her support.
Yes.
Sometimes we have a lot of people in the chat and we're not able to really one-on-one and stuff like that. But
Right.
I'm definitely appreciating the support. And I do thank all those who left from
Yes.
my page to come over here. I wasn't able to catch it right as you had the button because I wanted to see the little, because usually what happens is up at the top, it'll have my name and the
It
live that I
showed,
was
Shelly.
doing.
You have
When
to
I
show
clicked
me how
over
to do
here,
that.
it showed. It was showing, Shelly.
So when I'm like, okay, you have to teach me how to do that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you another little tip too behind the scenes that I just put for the both of us. All of us need to piece
that
it
we need
together.
to do, because I thought when they were saying that, with Lemon and Nestle were saying, hey, we're gonna redirect. I thought they were just saying, I didn't know what the hell they meant. So you have to teach me how to do that. But I do appreciate you guys for coming over from S. Hutchinson chat. I really, really like my sis. I love my sis, and I feel so when I'm talking about friendships, I don't feel that a genuine friendship happens overnight. And I can tell you why. When I was in these friendships, when people have met me when I was not in my best situation and my best circumstance, y'all know what I'm talking about. I got my kids up, so y'all gonna have to think about it.
We understand.
If you don't know, just put in the chat and somebody will tell you what I'm talking about. So when I was not in my best situation, there was a lot of people that was flocking to me. Oh, I love you. Oh, this and that. And it was like overnight. That's not a real friendship because it takes a while to care about somebody, and it takes a while. The friendships develop. And I don't know if I'm making sense to some of you right now. When you just grab onto somebody and gravitate towards them, it's so easy to fall apart from that person. And that's a toxic situation because I want to get to know you. You want to get to know me. I care about your feelings. You care about mine, and you pour into each other. It can't be one-sided, and that doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. And my friendships now have developed. My relationship with Shelly has developed. Krista developed. 504 girl. Other people. It's too many of y'all to name, but it's developed. 504 girl. I knew. I think we're going on 2, maybe 3 years. So that's all I'm saying. And those friendships can stand the test of time. But this quick meetup and that kind of stuff, no, I don't know. I know from personal experience, and after all the studying and stuff that I've been doing, that's just not a healthy situation. I'm sorry. You could be fond of somebody, but to call them your best, and I'm not talking about my situation. I'm not talking about that. I'm just speaking about in general. When you see the stuff online and all this stuff, you can have a YouTube shit with the person. Does that necessarily mean that you know them though? That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, Keith.
Yeah, that takes time to get to know that person. Like I tell people, there's some things that I have shared with Shelly that I ain't never heard, and it's been, y'all, all these years. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that she shared with me. She ain't gonna never hear it. No, what that got to do with anything? I don't even discuss her with anybody else unless she's in the room, unless it's something funny. Like, oh Lord, I know Shelly's ears is probably ringing. I didn't wash my face with Lysol, or something. Just little comical stuff. But I know, like, I can share things with her. I can share real deep personal things. And here's the thing, even if she do talk it over with somebody, because sometimes a friend could share something with you that's heavy, and you can't just keep it just to yourself. Sometimes you want, maybe even just for a witness purpose, you need to share it with somebody else. She's the kind of person, she know who she can talk to, and not share detail for detail, but that she's able to talk to, her way, even if she got to switch up the name of who she's talking about, but just to lift some of the, because some things
The
people could share
burdens.
with you.
Some
Because you
things
know
are
what?
just
Even when this live is over, just as like women and people that I do talk to, and last time
Yes.
we talking, I should do with YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, I really want to talk to you all about it. It's not that deep, but a little, I
okay.
don't know. It's just something I want to talk to you guys about,
I
outside
kind
of
of took that from you on your platform as well. That's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, let's just stay behind. I'm gonna say this because both of you have a platform and both of you are in the beef sector. I
Mm-hmm.
feel that, and this is why I was talking about friendships with the platform. It's too easy for people to meet you guys and to fall out with you for commentary, and that's a risk that you take, and you have to know that when
absolutely.
you're going in these friendships
Yeah.
that you risk that. And that's for anybody that has a platform, a sizable platform like these two. It's like you really have to be careful. Krista has been around for a while. She's up and coming. She's not really up and coming, but she had a different channel before, and now she's back doing her big one. And I feel that you guys have to be careful when you're allowing people into your life.
Right. I know
Yeah, a
what you
lot
were
of these
saying.
people have an agenda.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And you're at the. It's not a fair fight because regardless of if they're winning or not, people are gonna hype them up because they want to see them go back and forth. But they're gonna just get people in their chat because they're going after you guys. It's just a tough situation.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
And then I hate to see you guys in all these battles. I'm like, not all of them because sometimes I'm there for it, but some of them it's just not worth your time. And now I'm saying that, don't get me wrong, people have met me just to fall out with me. I'm very aware of that. And so my guard, when I say that I protect my space. And I didn't really do that before, but now, baby, you know, I had to learn. Okay, no, but I had to learn that. And I'm really glad that Shelly, because I was about to talk about, we were going to do politics tonight, but I
I
feel
can't
that
take the politics.
I
Mm-mm.
feel that this conversation was needed. The other two relationships, I'm listening. There's a lot of commentary out there right now, and a lot of people report on it. But when you think about the people that's actually involved, but everybody else is benefiting, the people involved, if it's a real fallout, they're the ones that's hurt by it, in my opinion.
It would be very beneficial for me to, and just like it would be for you to just like, okay, I don't know, drop a phone call of S. Hutchinson, post a text message, come live and tell a story.
Is that you, Hustler, so I can take my banner down?
Yep, that's me.
What's up with the 9, girl? What's 9 mean?
What's the 9?
Yeah, what's that all about?
Ice cream. I don't know. I was trying to. Do you like those?
Did Don Cato do that?
I don't. You like the ice cream? No,
It's just a
it was
banner.
it just fit the format.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just fit the format. So I needed a banner, so we got number 9. Good night, Kiki.
By the way, hello Don Cato. Hope you're doing
Yeah,
good.
listen. Do you want no mind, I'll try to make something later. So y'all. I just lost my train of thought. I wait a minute. Check your phone right now. Shelly, take your phone for a second.
Oh shit, hold on. It was dead, so I was charging it. Hold on. I'm over here eating fucking Twizzlers.
Hang on, give me a second. Do you want me to make something to eat? Okay, check your phone. Do you want me to make something to eat? You good?
Oh, okay, got you.
Okay. I just lost my train of thought.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
This is kind of what I wanted to talk about.
Thank you, Kiki.
Behind the scenes, but I'm not going to get completely into it right here. But let me ask you guys this: what would you do if you have a friend, and I'm not going to say the friend like you're like super close, but a friend nonetheless. What would you do if your friend's child confessed something to you privately?
Ooh, that is tough. Are you asking me or you want? Okay, you
I'm
guys.
asking everybody, anybody, like, what would you do?
I think that number one, that situation happens to me a lot sometimes. If a child confessed and that child is a minor,
Yeah, they're like high school age, but yes, a minor nonetheless.
man, that's tough. I would when okay, so when it happened to me, I spoke to the child and I asked the child, I'm like, hey, you know what? I know your mom really well. Let's have a conversation. And I did prep the mom and we will have a conversation. But I'm one for your kids are their own people. And if they trust an adult, I'd rather my child speak than hold it in. So I would listen to that child and then I would find a way to let the mom know if that child is a minor. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Because I
about you
was
guys?
thinking about it and I was like, if her mom was to find out, she probably would be mad with her and then also probably mad with me. Because imagine if you found out that your daughter was talking to one of your friends and you didn't know anything about it.
That would
Like,
be very hurtful towards me. And in my situation, I had somebody
Mm.
online that reached out to my child on Instagram. I didn't appreciate it, and I thought it was creepy as hell. I wouldn't be okay with that because you're supposed to be my friend, and I don't know that my child is talking to you. I'm so close to my kids. I would feel a certain kind of way. My feelings would be extremely hurt. Thank
yeah,
you.
and I hate to say it, but I'm kind of looking at the friend sideways. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to look at people in a certain, when you view a person in a certain way with a certain level of respect, and then you find out something and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Zero
that
likes.
happened to
I
my
had it happen to
mom.
me. I told my friend, and she was mad at her daughter. See, that's why I didn't want to say anything, Zero, because
It happened to me, and I
man,
told,
y'all
told
don't
them
even
it
know.
happened to me. I told my
Yeah,
friend.
that happened to my best friend with my mom when the pastor
Yeah.
was touching her,
Oh my
and
god.
she told my mom, and she was afraid to tell her mother because her mother was going with the that was the mother's boyfriend stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, what do I do? Because she didn't want to upset her mom because she would be breaking up their relationship possibly and everything. So my mom, went and told her mother about it. But luckily, because my mom and her mom is so close, the respect, and she know my mom ain't about just no bull s. She she was hurt. She cried to my mom, and she even turned around and asked my mom, "Give me some advice on how to handle this because this is I got two kids by this man, and this man's stepfather is doing this to my daughter, to one of my oldest daughters." And her and my mom, they got together, they confronted him, and stuff, and even talked to his wife, and you know, and we all stopped going to that church and stuff. But yeah.
Like, this is an
Wow.
example of something that I had found out too, right? So we were at the mall, and she wanted to get a case for her phone. She had got a new phone or whatever, so she wanted to get a case or whatever. So we went into the phone place or whatever, and she was looking around, and she didn't really find what she was looking for. So, okay, fine. We're still hanging out or whatever. So later on, like maybe a couple days later or whatever, I was looking on Amazon, and I was like, oh, okay, here's some nice cases. So I sent the links to the the phone cases or whatever, and I said, well, I know, like, I already know her mother's very prideful, so I'm like, um, can you ask? Can you ask mommy, like, if she come, I'm explaining for her to come get the phone cases or whatever, even saying, hey, I'll give you gas money or whatever. I never knew the daughter got in fucking trouble for it because her mother thinks that somehow she was begging me for something. The girls never asked me for anything,
Oh,
nothing, not a dime, not a
God.
dollar.
I just think that when it comes to our kids, and y'all can call me crazy, but we have to let them be who they're gonna be. And if they're comfortable with an adult, like, I mean, you're friends with the mom, so they must think highly of you and that you're a good person. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I'm glad she did come to me versus, because sometimes you can go to a person and they will take advantage of that, what you're going through. You know what I mean? That vulnerability.
Right.
Excuse me, I mean, kids, like my daughter is definitely, she may resemble me in like some of her features, but personality wise, nah. She's a beautiful person, but she's her own person, and I don't try to I can't say I don't try to convince her stuff because I want her to be a Trumpian, but
Mm-mm.
a Republican, not really a Trumpian. I want her to be a Republican. Nevertheless, we got, like, if you try to control your kids too much, you're gonna push them away.
Exactly. Oh God, that's exactly what I was
That's
thinking.
what's gonna happen. You gotta push them away, and God forbid, the younger generation is just different. We have to let them be who they're gonna be. Now, I have some limits to where I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna fund that lifestyle. But that's tricky.
Yeah, it kind of upset my spirit, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm stuck in a situation. Like, I can't say anything to the mother because, I mean, if you're gonna cuss your daughter out over a phone case,
A phone case at that. I think that's crazy.
and I'm doing, like, I do stuff like that. Like, if I know you like a certain thing or whatever, and we're linking up, I might just buy and give it to you. Like, I'm not thinking anything of it. That's just regular. So I didn't know it was gonna be like, I didn't know she was gonna get in trouble with her mom about it, and I was just like, wow.
And I know that
So,
you're a good, kids probably flock to you. They like talking to you. They probably see you as the cool one. You know what I'm saying? You got a very young vibe. So they probably just flock to you the way kids flock to me too. Chef said
baby, I'm
exactly.
gonna tell you, when we get some time to talk, I really want to get a little bit deeper into it with you ladies because I do value, y'all opinions and stuff like that. I have some stuff. It was a
Yeah,
lot.
that's the problem. That's because I'm not gonna be like long, but I I really appreciate you, Christopher Love, and the Hustler. Who else can Noble? Because when I'm talking about friendships and relationships type things, let me answer my own question. I do feel that you can have friends on YouTube and you can have a relationship. But if you don't keep a part of that friendship or relationship private, you're not gonna have one. I don't feel that everything is for YouTube. It took
Exactly.
me a while, because y'all know my life is full of commentary, but y'all don't see me coming on here bringing y'all some chaotic mess anymore, right? Because I'm a private person, and the people that's in my life now, don't make me commentary. That's all I ask. There's some things, if it's public, it's fair game. I'm not going to tell Shelly not to cover something if I do something or it's the topic, it's trending. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I shouldn't have to always be my best self. I should be able to let my guard down. Shelly should be able to let her guard down. Krista, we should be able to have that vulnerable moment. And that's not commentary.
And sadly, we can't.
We can't. We can't. And I don't think that's
Everything
good.
is picked apart.
Everything is picked apart. Now, let me ask you guys this. Do you feel, now think before you answer, okay, that there can be a true sisterhood?
On YouTube, absolutely. But it has to be done like separately, so to speak. You have to separate like content creator to content creator.
Okay.
Outspoken one, that is absolutely correct.
She's correct. Do you feel that a sisterhood can be toxic?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. If the child is not in danger, redirect them to speak to their parent. Maybe they feel safer if you are there. I was thinking that too. And also, too, distance is
That's
the
what I
only
was
reason
saying.
why I couldn't be there with the conversation. Also, remember, kids have their version of a story. Yes, that's true. But matter of fact, let me just say it because it's not much. I'm not on my channel, so I kind of feel a little bit safer.
Okay.
I feel a little bit because, like, you know how people can be. You know what I'm saying? But the daughter confessed to me that she has thoughts of unaliving herself.
Oh.
And her mother's aware of this issue. She calls them episodes. And I mean, I would have never known. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so she said that, like, unless she's at a place where she's just ready to end it all, then her mother tries to be supportive or, you know, whatever. But when she's struggling in between or like in a depressed state and stuff like that, her mother will not, you know, acknowledge. And to be honest, I often wonder, because she's the only child. I've known her since she was a little girl. And sometimes you look at the parent and you're like, is she resentful to the child because of the father? Because, you know, some women are like that.
I'm going to change my answer with that situation. Because, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was done. Go ahead.
That really hit home because that hit home. If a child is talking about harming themselves, now a lot of times as an adult, when we talk about harming ourselves, we're not gonna do it when we talk about it. It's the times that we don't talk about it. But
Exactly.
a child's different and they're unpredictable. So children are impulsive a lot of times, and that's really heavy. And if that child is not getting help, some type of therapy, I feel you should absolutely intervene because she found somebody that she can talk to, and she doesn't have that relationship with her mom because God forbid something happens to that child. And that mom has to understand it. Sometimes in our culture, we don't understand mental health like other cultures, and that's heavy.
Let me tell you something. You just said something that also needs to be acknowledged because people I'm talking about are from Caribbean, right? And the problem with that is most of, I can't speak about all countries or whatever, but I know in Jamaica, mental health is not really acknowledged like that, right? You have a lot of people who are even like living out in the streets, eating out of trash cans. And to be honest, some of these people, all they need is treatment. But
You should talk to okay, so I don't know if you know, Zero went through a situation just like that. It's been a year. That's what she's trying to tell you. She's saying that's not true. My daughter told me. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying sometimes, Zero, that some kids don't have that relationship with their mom. Not in your situation. I know you had a beautiful relationship with your daughter. And I can't even imagine what you're going through. So I'm really sorry about that. I just, in this case, what Charlie was saying, I was just saying that, get that child talking, get her some help because you don't know what a child would do in the spur of a moment. You don't know what anybody would do. Yeah, that's all I was saying, Zero. From what Charlie's describing, but I'm still sorry for your loss. I can't imagine, and I do feel that
Condolences, Zero.
condolences all the way around.
My condolences.
Mhm. And just the fact that Zero is able to share and speak about some of that, and I think that we do when it comes to mental health and stuff like that. Number one is nobody. It's not the parents' fault. We don't know what a person goes through, but these conversations just it's important.
And let me tell you something. Even speaking about grief and losing people, I was at the store, and I swear to God, I'm not lying to y'all. Like, whenever I go somewhere, it can be in a dollar store. People talk to me like they know me, and even my husband was like, before he met me, he was like, I've never seen this before. Whatever it is, people are they just get attracted and just start talking to me about whatever. So a lady at the dollar store was telling me that about this playground or whatever. And so she was saying that the parents had lost two of their daughters in a fire. So they decided to build like a playground and stuff like that. And each part of the park is like themed or whatever. And then they also have classes and stuff like that that teaches about like grief and all that other stuff. And the reason why they have the playground or whatever they want to call it, like an adventure, so that you can build memories, with your loved ones and your family. And so, I looked it up and I found the place and stuff like that. And I was like, that's huge. The fact that you lose two children and still in the midst of your grief, you can think about others. And then also, have your children's memory and legacy go on. Um, but I think it is important that we have places where we can go and try to heal or remember good times. So
I just appreciate you guys for the conversation. I take mental health so seriously, and I just think that we go through so much, and we just go through a lot, and sometimes these conversations need to be had. um Charlie, you have this child that's trusting in you, and that's heavy, but I'm glad that she has that relationship with you. And
I wasn't expecting a lot of stuff that she said to me. And I ain't gonna lie to you, even to this day, the second, it's like, oh my God, what can I do? What can I do? I keep thinking. Like, the only thing I don't want to do is have her mother get mad with her or cuss her out or whatever like that. Um, and I understand being prideful, because my mother raised us the same way. If we went to somebody's house and they offer like cookies or something to drink, we could be dehydrated. We better not accept
really,
lemonade. Oh
I
yes.
didn't grow up like that. Hey Chanel, thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you for your support. I appreciate
Hey
all of it.
Chanel.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so I always grew up, and then I raised my kids the same way, where you don't have to accept everything. And even for me, it used to be hard for me to take things from people. But then I had a friend get on me one time, and she was like, when somebody's trying to offer you something and you don't take it, you're also blocking the other person's blessing, not just yours. So then
That's
at that point, I started trying to like be more, okay or whatever. But um, oh man, Yeah, I don't know. And then
Crying out for help.
she was even admitting to me that, like, I think she even used the word socially awkward. She was saying like she's to me, I would say more like introvert, you know. So
Mhm.
she was like, I don't even know how to like basically speak up for myself. That's like kind of like what she was telling me within the thing. And you know the crazy part, she
Hmm.
never knew that I myself deal with depression, bipolar, or um,
Wow.
the other thing. So I'm not gonna say she was happy to hear it, but she almost sounded relieved. You know what I mean? To like feel like, oh my God, I'm not going crazy. It's important to do for others while you're in grief process. My grandmother and nephew transitioned in the same week 2 months ago. I'm so blessed for their existence on this earth. Girl, lifted, if I could put my arms around you
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
right now, I would just, because I'm telling you, I've been dealing with some similar things. But if I could put my arms around you, I would just wrap them right up in you and hold you.
That's one of my fears. I mean, because I spent so much time being away, not physically, you know,
Present.
lose.
Because you can be there, but not be there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like life is really short, and some of us have experienced some serious trauma and loss, and that's heavy. How do you deal with it? Where do you go with it?
I
You
wish
know,
we could talk about that sometimes on here, but it's like we can't, because then people will use it in as I don't want to say levers. That's not the right word.
some people will weaponize your story. Some people will use your story against you, use it in a battle, stuff like that. But I don't worry about stuff like that. I speak to you guys very openly because I own my story. Now, a lot of people can't handle that kind of scrutiny. They can't handle that kind of stuff. But just speaking about things in general is going to relate to a lot of people. Relate to certain people. Sticks Girl says, Shelly, this baby needs to speak to someone. At least direct her to the national hotline. Her mother will appreciate in the future. Pride aside. In this case, I don't
Yeah,
feel the mom is. It's like, okay, I'm kind of like this when it comes to child and healthcare, because this is part of healthcare. Mental health is our healthcare. That child has a right to their healthcare and has a right to that's mental health. And if she can be directed to a professional and stuff like that, her mom doesn't have to be a part of that. Y'all can be mad at me. She don't have to be a part of it. Just like she don't have to be a part of if that child goes to see a gynecologist or a regular doctor.
yeah. I'm gonna have to research
How
too,
is she? How
because
old is this child? Like, can you say that? Like, is she a
no,
young?
she's like six. No, she's like 16.
Oh, so she's
She's
old
in high.
enough.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah,
16.
she's old enough to decide her health care, and if she don't want to share everything with her mom, then I mean, you can encourage her and stuff like that. But if she's talking about unaliving herself, it's nice that you can kind of advocate for her and talk to the mom. You don't even have to say that you spoke to her daughter, but just kind of, make things a little easier for them.
Yeah, that's what I kept on thinking. Like, how can I do this? Now,
Right.
this is another thing that's kind of like against me, right? They live in Jamaica. So that's another part of it. And I'm not saying that Jamaica doesn't have any resources, but they just don't have as many resources as what we have here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get her to call, like, even if it's a 211, and they would direct her somewhere and this or that or whatever. So it's just like, and then I keep on, I get afraid. I'm like, what if her mom, because I was even thinking this other day, what if her mother, for some reason, picks up her phone or something and she sent me like over, no lie, like over 20 voice notes.
She's
And
reaching out for help.
yeah, I was shook to the fucking core, to say the least.
And that's heavy. She needs some professional help. And that can be hard for young ones to really recognize, especially with social media and stuff like that. They probably don't know. But Like my kids, we talk about mental health all the time, and if they want to see a therapist, they see a therapist. I tell them to. I tell them to use it as a tool, like a friend that you could talk to that has to keep your secrets. That's how I explain it to my child. So it'd be nice
Right.
if you could talk to someone and she would know that they can't betray her, they can't tell her secrets. And I don't know, I'm in California. So in California, that child, I can't go to my child's therapist and ask. She doesn't have a therapist, but I'm saying if she did, that's still protected. That's California though. I
And
don't
then
know.
she was supposed to be. They were supposed to be coming. They were supposed to be coming for the summer to
That was
visit. Well, her mom's brother lives actually in Baltimore, but but then he told them that it wouldn't be really a good time for them to come because he has some other expenses that he has to take care of, and then with like airline tickets right now and all that other extra stuff.
it's so high. Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe it's costing me 13 or 1200 to go to Wisconsin. Are you crazy?
You said how much? 1,200?
1200 for Wisconsin. I don't mind paying that like somewhere else, but Wisconsin, I'm tripping. But I had to get home. I had to go back.
You bought the
Yeah,
ticket already?
yeah, I bought the ticket.
It's
Okay.
me, sis. It's me.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
I'm so sorry, guys. My phone had been off the charger,
I
and
figured
it
that's what
was
was going on.
I figured.
yeah. So I had to let it. I had to
It's
turn it off and let it get a quick charge on it to come back on.
all good. I figured. I'm like, oh, Krista bounced. It must be her phone.
Six girl,
Yeah, she's making a good point.
Six girl, and everybody in the chat, including you guys on the panel. I do appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna take everything that you guys said. I'm gonna talk to her again tomorrow, because it was just so like I don't know, it was just so heavy to me.
I'm a red ball it back.
I'm like,
See
but
what
I wish that she was
Girl, Shelly,
talking to her mother.
She's at an age where she could decide, and she's at an age where she can decide. And sometimes, I mean, think about this. Do you want your mom to know some of your? And moms don't like it. We like to think we know everything about our child, but that child doesn't want her mom to know everything like that. And better you than one of her girlfriends. At least you have experience. And like I said, you can advocate. You can talk to the mom. I had my daughter one time. She reached out. She reached out to one of my friends, but that's because I wouldn't let her date. Right? I wouldn't let her.
Oh, okay. How old was she?
What my daughter was 14, non-negotiable. I wouldn't let her date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't let her date. And I had to talk to her and stuff like that. She went to my friend. I didn't flip out. I told my friend what to tell her back. My friend, told me, I was like, so that way my daughter was so sweet. But that's the kind of parenting, I know my daughter really wanted to date because all her friends were dating. I live in California. And it was just no. So I don't know. That's sad.
Your daughter, I'm gonna tell you something. Your daughter is beautiful. I mean,
Thank you. I love my baby. We are
gorgeous.
so now she thanks me for that. She thanks me. And my daughter is kind of funny because the last time we were hanging out, she's like, I know that you told her what to tell me, blah, blah, blah. But my daughter appreciated it. That's how close my child and I are, because it was hard for her to come to me and talk to me about stuff. But I want my daughter to be comfortable no matter what she's going through, to be able to tell me. And I want my daughter to, I think that as moms, we have to listen to our kids and not try to like overly control them, because they're gonna hide a lot of stuff, and then that's not comfortable. And when it comes to a depressed child, that's tricky. So it's good that she's talking. I mean, they have school counselors, they have all of these things. So that child found a safe outlet in you, Shelly, for whatever reason she did. So you have a really heavy responsibility.
Yeah,
that's when you know that there's still help for the child, is when they're talking. Because when they shut down and they get quiet and they won't talk to nobody, that's a dangerous time. That means that they're only following their own thoughts. And we all know, depending on the age and stuff, and even some of our ages, if we don't talk to somebody and we're only relying on our own thoughts and answers to our solutions to our problems that we feel we have, it's not good. It's
Yeah.
not
Let me
always
let me
good.
tell you guys, if this was a private live, I would I would play those voice notes. But I mean, of course I don't want that shit to like get out on a public platform. But
You
when
know,
I tell
I'm
you,
very, you don't ever have to worry about that
no,
for
I'm
me.
not saying that you would do that. I'm just saying
Oh,
like
I know
how
what you're
people
saying.
could be or
I know.
whatever. Um, but it really it was scary to me too because I'm like, okay, I'm glad she's talking to me because she could be doing something to self harm, you know, at that moment. And as we were talking, she was just like, oh my God, I'm so happy that I was able to get this off because I feel like I can't talk to anybody.
I'm listening to you. Hang on. Let me go on mute real quick.
Okay. But her mother really has like a certain disposition. Like even if you meet her, you would think like, not to say she's stuck up, but that might be what you think if you don't like get to talk
Yeah.
to her. And she very,
Right.
you know. And then listen, I love God.
Hmm.
I truly do. Her mom is very religious,
Oh
and
yeah.
I think that could be playing a huge part in what's going on. Um,
Yeah.
because a lot of times when people are deep into church, because see, I went through this with my mom when I was in
Yep.
my 20s. It was the first time
Yeah.
I took medication for
Hmm.
depression. And the way my family behaved towards that choice, I didn't stop taking it. I ended up, I mean, when I tell you I tried to pray it away, I was going to church every day, every this, every that. And yeah, going to church and stuff like that, it was helping to keep me calm. But, you know, even in the midst, I still was fighting so hard against depression. Um, so not just Caribbean background, but just even, you know, Black household, people have to be more open minded to mental health because there's a lot of people who are suffering in silence because they feel like they can't talk to anybody. Or people thinking, oh, that's a evil spirit or that's a demonic spirit or whatever, you know what I mean? They're not looking at it as being a imbalance of something or somewhere. I'm sorry to come over here
Nikki
with all my
said,
problems.
Shirley, I can, no, you're good. Shirley, I can understand that. Not to mention you are deeply connected to the divine. Ooh, lifted goes deep. Um, wow, you know what? I saw something in the chat that made me think about this. We've been through so much and we want the best for our kids. And so we do the best that we can. And it's just hard because we don't want our kids to go through stuff, but they are going through stuff. Social media has exposed them to so much and it's heavy and it's hard for a lot of them to handle. Thank God she's not addicted to anything or anything like that, I'm assuming. So that's just a lot. Hmm. Y'all see how my phone is blowing up. Y'all leave me alone while I'm live. No,
She's
I
very
understand. I don't mind
respectful,
people
girl.
messaging me while I'm live because sometimes with my kind of audience, they prefer to participate in the cloud. So shout out to y'all in the clouds. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You- Hang on, y'all. Let me turn this off for a second. I don't mind you guys. I think that I I guess because of the things that I've been through, the things with my kids, I speak from personal experience and I don't take these things lightly. But our kids feel a lot and we go through a lot, you guys. And I think it's important for us to make real, not necessarily online, but real connections and be protective over who you have in your life. And the ones that are in my life right now, because I was literally almost unalived, that depressed in a dark space, and I didn't think I could ever pull out of it. And it took a lot. it took a lot, and I appreciate you guys that did pour into me. So I do know that you can have people that deeply care about you, and not for a click and a view, not for commentary. I know that because I've had it in my life. But you got to be careful, because a true friend is rare. It just is.
Yeah.
You guys,
And you got to be careful what you share because, like, some people can't handle everything. That's why I say, like, to a lot of people here on YouTube, it's like I wouldn't even lay certain things about my life in the laps of people on YouTube because I see how they are. I
not you
see how they
two.
treat me. I
Not
see how they respond to me.
Baby, them
Even when
comments
I
you
come,
just up there is a message right there.
yeah. So it's like, no. So when people say, oh, BBW, this, that, and just share, everybody don't feel this way. Yeah. But it's enough of them that can persuade the other weak minded, want to fit in. So you know what? It's not that important. I'll be fine. No, no,
Krista,
thank you.
you're the kind of woman, and y'all know I'm not the best with words, okay? That I'm trying to word this. Let me try to be politically correct. I'm not politically correct. You're the kind of woman, and take it in context. I don't mean this to be offensive,
Okay.
that other women can hate, because you're
Yes.
very comfortable with your sexuality and your sensuality, and it makes people uncomfortable. And you're unapologetically that way. And it has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with them. Women sometimes don't like that in another female. I know that because sometimes
Right.
people feel that way about, and you feel that way about me, right? And
Right.
you're very, and it's too easy to come at you for those reasons. But it really, I don't believe it really has anything to do with you. You have always been this way since I've known you, since I've watched you, even before
Okay.
you knew me. But
Mm-hmm.
some people that's not that secure with themselves,
Right.
that is going to rub them the wrong way. Sometimes as women, we do not like when another woman exudes in sensual. We don't like the pretty one. We don't like the one that's like, you know what? If I want to suck on this popsicle, if I want to play with the fan, I'm gonna do it. And it just makes a lot of people uncomfortable. And I don't know why that is.
But you know what the whole thing is, you? There's more to me than just that.
That's a small
There's
part of you. That's a very
right.
small part
There's
of
there's
you.
more to even what I want to do here online. You know what I mean? That's such a small part of it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, all
And you
right.
have to understand that when Krista does stuff like this, okay, I was about to finish. I didn't get beat up, y'all. When Krista does things like that, you gotta take it in context. She's playful. A subject will come up, and she's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go." Check her out on her channel. Check her out on her channel, and you see a lot more of that. She's very playful and fun, and all that stuff. Uh, you know, and she's right. You can't share everything with everybody, and that's not even what her channel is about. But as far as like her saying very private stuff about herself, that's not what her channel's about. So there's really no reason for her to do that. But at the end of the day, Krista, women see stuff in her that's gonna make them angry, and you guys might experience that in your own life as well, where you see, damn, some women aren't feeling me like that.
Let me ask you guys a question too.
Okay.
And by the way, Hustler, just on the panel, I just wanted to say you have a really nice voice. Sounds like you could like read
Thank
books
you.
or something. I don't know. It's a really nice voice, real smooth, real
I
clean.
wanted to say that too, but I didn't want people to say, "Oh, she's up there flirting," and you had a friend up there, and she just went right in.
No, I mean I think we should
So
be able to compliment people. I mean, I just noticed it every time we talk. I'm like,
Buster
wow.
has
I
cool
don't mind.
screen.
Come
He
on,
Yeah,
has
he
a
got
flirt
like
till
a
you hurt.
podcast
Flirt till
voice.
you hurt, but that's the way it works. Yeah.
I was on it once. I jumped on this panel once. It was early. I was supposed to be at work. But he was talking about something. I'm like, I'm about to hit that panel. But I do appreciate him for coming up, because it's nice to have a guy's point of view.
yes,
Um, it's nice to have a guy's point of view. Would any of you up here? Well, okay, I know the answer for Chris. Okay, no, that you Shelly's married. I can't ask y'all that. Um, yeah, I can't really ask that because you guys are married and stuff. Never mind.
who's married? I'm not married.
Married. Yeah, I know you're not married, but you're
Oh,
because the question was simply going to be, would you guys date online? I already know you dated online.
Oh,
So it was like, just don't even
Um,
ask that.
Not in
she
this day
banned
and
from
age. We
dating
ain't.
online. Oh, hold on, a minute. Guys. Guess what?
Banned from dating
Remember,
online.
remember that show I told you guys about on my live?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Girl, I found it and I posted it on my community wall. Girl, if y'all don't get into that show, I don't know.
So
Girl, get
where is
into it.
that?
What did you post in
It
your
was
community wall?
wild.
No,
Huh?
what network is it?
No,
Like
it's
next?
on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh, okay.
And then that one, and then the episode from 11 days ago, girl, I was over here marathoning that channel the other day, girl.
Okay.
Y'all gotta check it out so we can discuss it another
I'm
day.
gonna look at it. Hold on, I didn't see it.
Oh, actually, I didn't think about that. What y'all think? Would y'all want to watch it and talk about it tomorrow?
What's
Okay,
it
We can do it on
called?
anybody's channel. I don't care, huh?
so that's more for your channel. Okay, my wife was. Girl,
Girl, no, wait
What
until
is
you
it?
watch the
wait, no,
episode.
no,
You
no.
are gonna die.
My
I
wife
would
was
like for us to
born
all
with
be in the
a
back room
male.
and watching it all on the film together and talking.
My wife
What
was
is it
born with a
called?
male and female body part. I love and don't judge. Okay, so I seen this one. So if
You
you
saw
have
that
a
one?
discussion about, yeah, if you, I love this show. If you have a discussion about it, I would love to come up.
Well, overall, okay. So I didn't even know that it was possible what she had said about, she got pregnant or whatever. She showed her belly and everything.
Y'all don't know. Do I got
Oh,
any
you watched
moderators
that
that
one,
can
Sticks Girl?
drop Shelly's link in the chat? One of my mods, please, so y'all can look at our community wall. I don't
Thank
put
you
it.
so much.
I will share something with y'all behind the thing too.
Okay, so if you are, this is off subject, y'all. But that's okay. We did our commentary. That was just an open chat. So, okay, so the show that she's talking about is called Love Don't Judge, and there's this person. I think the politically correct word is intersex.
Oh, that show.
Yeah,
Oh my,
Yes. Isn't
yeah.
it
that
crazy?
show.
So you can, if you are intersex person, and I guess depending on what more parts, whatever. So the person that has the male and the female parts got pregnant. I find that very interesting and fascinating. So she's saying that her husband, is it husband or her husband, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, her husband. So some people are calling him, part of the same gender loving community,
Which
and
he
he's
is.
like,
Uh-huh.
no, you think so? So he's saying,
Yes.
he's saying, I'm straight. This is a woman. I don't like guys, even though she has male parts. I
And
have
she
to
was
agree with
also
him.
raised as a boy.
She may be raised like a boy, Charlie, but I have to disagree with you because if she was pregnant, that means she's a woman because men don't get pregnant.
Well,
So
yeah,
I with the
but
guy.
listen, when you check out this show, what blew my mind is she said she can get pregnant, but she can also get somebody else pregnant.
She said that?
In
Damn,
that show, girl, wait till you watch that episode.
I watched the
How is that
episode. I
possible?
watched this one, but my attention span. Okay, I gotta rewatch. I watched it. I was fascinated by it, but I missed that part. Good night, Asabi, my friend. Thank you so much, Bimba. Thank you. I appreciate you, Asabi. I love you.
Did you watch the one with the two transgenders who the couple that both changed their gender?
No, I didn't
I
see
That
saw
was
it.
wild
I
too.
didn't
I
see
saw
that
that one.
You saw
one.
that
No, I
one?
didn't see that one. Y'all gotta
Yes,
watch
I
the
saw that
show.
one. I damn near puke halfway through the episode. I'm like, I can't watch this no more.
And let me tell you something. The one that turned herself into a dude, I don't know what she needed to do, but I'm like, she just looks strange.
She did.
And the other one that turned into the woman, sometimes she looked cute, and then sometimes she was giving drag queen. I was just like, but that
Like,
show, honey, they be having some stuff on there. I ain't lying
That's
to
a good
you.
show. That's why I love podcast type shows or shows that I well, that's not a podcast, but that's a good show. Yeah.
like I said, I almost puked 5 minutes into that episode.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I did some reactions to that show on one of my older panels. It was involving two women dating men in prison or currently in prison at the
Oh
time.
yeah! Oh my god! I watched the one where the girl. Okay, so they had the what's it called again? Conjugal visits or whatever. Baby,
Yeah.
she was in there with crab legs and all kind of other stuff. Recording and doing Instagram and TikTok. I'm like, wow. So she married him in the prison, and then because of that, she was allowed to get visits. So they go
Hey,
to his
crab legs
home.
and stuff. I want some damn crab legs right now. No store open.
I said, she probably using all her goddamn stamps.
Girl,
To the
It
prison.
begs the question. It begs the question: what is it about prison dudes that y'all ladies find attractive? Not y'all
You know what it
specifically.
is?
What
It's that
y'all find
it's that
attractive about a
prison
guy that did
game.
time in jail?
Let me tell you,
some
it's
people
that
know that don't cheat on you. Like they're not gonna cheat on you, and
no, they can still cheat on you on prison, and it don't got to be with a man.
that's true.
I have some relatives that did big time, and let me tell you, a lot of them nurses, they're there dating the prisoners, the
Yep.
COs, they dating them.
Correction officers.
Yeah, all that stuff. So
Crazy.
they get caught up. But let me tell you, I was in a relationship with somebody who was in prison, right? But I was already dealing with them.
Why?
Oh, that's different. I would say
I was already dealing with them before they went to prison. And honestly, I can tell you that even though the relationship turned a disaster later on, like when he got out years and years later, and I already told that story about the voodoo thing or whatever. But this same dude, when he was in prison, I was getting flowers sent to me,
wow.
picking up money. Let me tell you, I was getting so many cards and letters and all kind of other stuff, because I think a lot of people fail to realize that the most powerful thing that somebody can do, because people talk about big peens and little peens, that don't really matter. It's if you mind fuck a person, if you make love to their mind, you know what I mean, before the body. It's just like, it's amazing. And I think with people in prison, they got a lot of time on their hands. So
Yeah.
And when they get out, no telling what they're gonna do with all that time that they missed.
Oh yeah,
If you
I know.
out and wine and dine me, yeah, no, don't drink wine. Take me shot. Nah, I can't with the prison.
Yeah, I'm not into guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not either. It's just what happened is like when he got locked up,
Yeah, I
everybody
mean
pretty
that's
much abandoned.
different. Like if you with somebody and then something happened,
You wanna
But
write it out with them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Relationships are hard. I mean, relationships are hard. Well, not if you're married, you got a partner, but
yeah,
if you're not, then damn, life is to me, life is tough that way.
yeah. Sometimes shit happens.
True that.
Y'all got
It
any
needed to happen.
y'all got any final thoughts for me? I am at 2 hours almost. I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Wow, this went by so fast.
It went fast.
And you guys, I love you guys. And I've made some genuine friendships on here. You have to be careful. Friendships develop over time. Somebody that just wants to come into your life that's like, I love you. You, and they don't want to take the time to get to know you. That's going to be problematic later, because it takes time to get to know someone. It takes time to know what they like, what they don't like, and
Right.
your common interests. And that's the beautiful thing. It's about the journey, not the destination. And so it is a beautiful journey, but you have to protect your space, and you have to know why a person wants to come into your life. Question that. And then if everything checks out, you got to understand why.
Protect your energy also.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys this. Do you think that there's a certain time limit as far as like, okay, you've been on YouTube too long? Or, I mean, how do you think there is a time when you say, okay, I'm done with this? Or is it that you just continue to do it until you leave this earth? Because I know some people feel like if you've been on YouTube for a while, that okay, it's time for you to go.
You talking about as far as a content creator, like just like a content creator?
Mm-hmm.
You mean leave it altogether? Just stop doing you? Oh no, I don't.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like that. Like if you've been there a certain amount of time, and if you look back, like however long you've been on YouTube, Look back
Right.
at some of the people who started when you started. They're nowhere to be found. They're not around anymore.
I've been on for over 15 years now.
Yep.
You better tell
I
them,
mean,
Krista.
YouTube was it was created back in what 2005,
Now, what I
16
do,
years ago. Damn.
yeah, and I've been on for over 15. So
Me
now
too.
you too. Now, I do believe that we outgrow certain YouTube sectors. I'll just
Behavior of people,
yeah,
topic.
and outgrow people. And you got to be willing to say, okay, I've outgrown that and I'm moving on. No different than you do in your regular life. But to just give it up and say, I'm too old for it, I think that would be a personal choice. But because there's so much on here, there's people of all different ages on here doing all types of things. It's like, it would almost be like giving up a part of life. You know what I mean? Like, because there's so much you can do. I mean, just like we don't do what we did in our 20s and 30s, because now we're in our 40s and 50s. You know
Yep.
what I mean? It's just you just move on up, and
I
you don't allow yourself to be stunted. You don't allow yourself to say, I'm never going to grow up. I'm just going to be a Toys R Us kid, and then find yourself sitting here at 70 still talking about I'm never going to grow up. I'm going to be a Toys R Us kid. No, no, no.
I'm gonna be complete. I agree with Krista, and that's
You
a
crazy
great
as hell.
question, Shelley. And I
It
want
is
her
a
to
great question.
consider this as well. I think that number one, I you gotta look at some of these kinds of creators like PewDiePie and all that. Where their audience kind of outgrew them. Your audience will surpass you if you don't grow. And I don't enjoy granny bangers on here. By that, I'm talking about like the ones that just want to get in there and get into everybody's business. They're like 70, 80 years old and they're banging and they think they're just nosy people.
Yes.
That I don't enjoy that. I think
And
it's
being mean and malicious
they're
and
being malicious. They're in they got great grandkids and stuff like that. And they're in everybody's business trying to stir stuff up. I don't enjoy it because I know what's really going on, and in their real life, it's like no, they're not getting that kind of attention. So they get online and they want to be overly turned up. They don't turn on their cameras or anything like that. You can't see who they are, but then they want to be in everybody else's business stirring stuff up. No, I don't enjoy that. And here's the thing.
yeah.
You can be number one. Okay, I'll use myself. I'm not gonna outgrow my commentary, and my people grow with me. Why? Because I'm on a journey. My journey is gonna be until the day that I die. And other people that know, I may come out here and talk about politics, everything else, but you guys know I'm on a journey, and
True that.
it's my commentary that's the underlying in mental health. I'm not going to outgrow that, but if you actually have commentary that you get stuck, if your commentary does not change, what you're talking about right now is not going to resonate to people 5 years from now. So that's what's going to outgrow you. Like if you're giving that same kind of commentary 5 years from now, unless you just want to stay stuck with a certain amount of people, but everybody's getting older, they have to get older.
Yes.
Then it's gonna be tired. It's gonna be like, what are you doing? You just have to grow.
Yeah.
Y'all can disagree. Y'all made it.
I tell you the biggest mistake
Oh no, I agree.
that
Y'all play. What's your question? Go ahead,
I'm
Shelly.
sorry.
No. I'm sorry. I was waiting for this question. But
I've made a couple things I've done that I regret. Number one, even the first time I beefed, I regret that because once you beef once, it's no coming back from that because people see that you respond. So other people are going to fuck with you and they're going to test you and stuff like this. And sometimes, like, especially when I'm traveling and I think about times where in my life I was struggling, like, like just having enough money to survive, even though I was happiest in my life during that time or whatever, right? But you have to think, some of these people, their next meal depends on you responding back to them on some bullshit, right?
Yep.
They can't pay the electric without fucking YouTube. They can't eat without YouTube. They can't do nothing without being on this platform. So just imagine if you were desperate, or God forgive me because you're clean and congratulations. But just imagine if you were strung out and you didn't have the money to support habit. So now you're around on YouTube trying to stir up some crap to get money so you can go get high. Because that's what some people are on here doing that. For real.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
They have no reason to hate the people that they hate. They have no reason to come against certain people. Like, you don't have to like everybody. There's some people that I don't care for and I don't know them. But I ain't gonna go attack them because I don't know them.
Exactly.
Stay away from them. It's crazy.
What I think is sad is when you find somebody and you constantly make commentary about them because they share their stories, and then you see people attacking the same person again and again, like this dogpiling BS. I don't like that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people that didn't like MU. I never did anything to them. Never met them. And they had this hatred, this vitriol. And I see that with certain people. And it all has to do with what you're talking about, Shelly. The commentary, it pays the bills for them to talk about certain people. And so they do it again. And they always disguise it with some moral cause. Oh, she's a bad person. No, that's not it. People talk about what's going to profit them. And they always try to make it seem like they're so holy and they're calling this person out. No, it's a dogpiling, bullying tactic. And certain people, it's just easier to make commentary about them than others. That's it.
Yeah, because they know if they come from me, they're going to get at least 4,000 to 5,000. So I don't let nobody say crap because, like I say, my name holds weight. Okay?
But at least you only respond to people in your sector. I don't see you responding to everybody else that mentions you outside the sector.
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't either. Even though I've had people to drag me into other people's sectors and they have like brought me over there, into their sector. And then I've had people in our sector take me and drag me over into other people's sectors, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? But I've seen that and I'll ignore it. I might address the one person, especially if they spend like a lot of time over here, and I'll address them. But that's it. That's all you get. You don't get no more. Hell no, you don't get any more. And then
I'm sick of people just attacking for no reason.
Yeah, and there's people out here that
Absolutely
just
none
attacking, and then I hear people go, "Oh, well, we don't jump in it when it's our people against people in our sector," and I'm like, "Well, what you mean, certain ones? Because when it comes to me, they do. They go and form
definitely certain ones.
Everything else.
Shoot, the whole YouTube can jump me, and ain't nobody gonna say shit.
Don't say anything, and that's why I told them. When I tell people how much I appreciate, and they go, "Oh, you're always just saying that about certain people." And I'm like, no, listen, I know who's there for me. I see, like MU. I've seen her. She don't even know that I'm there. I've seen MU out here like, wait a minute, you don't even know that about her. And why are you saying that? And why are you doing it? I appreciate that. Kind of shit bring tears to my eyes because I don't get that all the time.
Yeah, you have a couple of people out here that will do stuff like that. And I've even seen where some people have done that for me, and I truly do appreciate it because they don't have to.
Because I get it, and I'm like, wait a minute, now I know that didn't happen, or that's not what you meant. And even if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell my sis, you could have moved a different way, but publicly, I got her back.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what my quote is that I always say. You praise in public and correct in private.
Thank you.
And if you're really friends with somebody, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't protect them and correct them in front of people.
That's what you do. Yeah. And so I'm just, and I just feel now where you guys are, okay, so you all are in a sector where that's your commentary. Does it ever get tiring though, like draining?
Yes.
Girl, it's been draining. And by the way, to Hustle, could you drop or somebody drop his link that way I can subscribe to his channel? Because I've never this is my first time meeting him.
I don't think I have any mods of chat. Let me
could you put it in the private chat for me, please, sir?
No, he could type in the chat and then I could easily go to his channel. Hey, Street in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if he types in the chat.
And you know what I'd like to? Here's a big thing talking about friendship. I like all because a person is friend with Shelly and they know that me and Shelly is friends. You're not required to treat me like you treat Shelly. You and Shelly got your own friendship. You don't have to be to me who you are to Shelly because Shelly and I are friends. You
Yeah.
know, I don't, that's not required. You know what I mean? You don't have to, if you buy Shelly a nice wallet for Christmas, you don't have to go and buy me one. And the only thing that's different is the color of it. No, just buy
Right.
Shelly a wallet. You're not required to do for me too. You know, we just have Shelly as a friend in common. That's it. That's all.
Krista, type in the regular chat so I can grab it. No,
Oh no,
Krista.
he got it. He put it in the back chat. I got it.
Oh, you got
Thank
it. Okay,
you.
I don't know how to.
Mhm.
How were you able to drop your link in the see? I don't. I ain't. I'm not
No,
technical.
you can
Like,
do it in private chat. In private chat, you can put links
oh,
for anything back here.
okay. I don't know about all that stuff. So, okay,
Mhm.
I get it. Chef said that's why I only watch 5 people. The sector's not B sector anymore. It's the frenemy sector.
Ooh.
Shirley and Krista making some good points, and I get it. And I just feel so. I was asking them because I know for me, it's like it. I mean, every day, every day, it's like I feel that it benefits everybody else besides you guys when you're in the thick of it. Now, sometimes you're gonna have like if you can do it one and done, go back. It's the constant every day, the going on these tours about you guys, getting other people to join in. I just feel like that's too much. One on one, you guys are even, but it doesn't stay there.
Right.
And that's draining. Okay, like Krista's in all these battles, right? And I told her yesterday was a break. I told her that. I didn't know it was gonna be that soon today, but I knew it was coming. I told her 2 days, but whatever. Anyways, what the hell's my point? Okay, so she's in a battle with somebody else. To have somebody else coming up there so aggressive, you're a slur, you're this, you're that. That takes number one, it takes the fun out of it for. I'm sorry, everybody likes a good roast back and forth, but it
Hmm.
changes the vibe, and that's too much because now it's like, okay, let's be verbally abusive to this woman. Let's try to
Yeah.
put her down. Let's try, and they try so hard to make you want to just think the worst about yourself. They need you when they're cursing you out. You're in a battle with somebody else. You don't need
Right.
somebody outside tag teaming, going
Yeah.
off, talking about all this stuff that has nothing to do with whatever you and who are you fighting with? That person you are fighting with,
Hmm.
that's between you guys. Y'all are heated, and I just don't understand if I when
And I
I'm
even told that person over on James' panel, I said, listen, stay out of it. Didn't I, Shelly? I said, listen, this has been going on for years, way before we even knew you, buddy. This has been going on for 12, 13 years.
you
In this
guys
space.
make your
Yeah.
commentary, but you don't have to attack with it has nothing to do with you, and I feel like that's
Yes.
fake beef, but you don't need to
But
jump
see,
in.
you also have to blame that other person because, like me, like I said, when I was going through that thing with K Fit and people reached out to me and told me, oh, yeah, well, we got this. I said, I don't want that information. Get that shit away from me. Don't do nothing. Not, oh, well, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Then good. I don't want that information because I'm not here to do nothing mean or malicious. That's
Now,
not what I'm here for. But
if
see,
you
some
can't
people,
words with your mouth, then you lost. Like, I don't have to do all that. I'm not about to go dark
yeah,
on you guys. Mm-mm. I just
right. And I'm not going to gang up and do all of that. And I thank God because, to this day, I mean, I'm not saying me and K Fit is friends, but I mean, that we're best friends, but I'm able to be friendly with her. Like I went up on her panel to make sure we had an understanding, in case whatever I said get out. I wanted to make sure that she knew I wasn't saying it to be mean or malicious. And I wanted her to know that, what I meant by it. And I wanted her to hear it from me, not from
that's some grown
some,
woman ish. Yeah, and
right.
sometimes like me, I was in a chat when I was like saying how healthy y'all exchange was, and then you'll go dark, and I'm like, it's hot outside. You didn't mean it because it's like that. You two are going through something, and it gets heated.
Yeah.
We're there number one watching me. I'm gonna try to hey you guys, I'm like, hey y'all talking, so hey,
Yeah.
I know it's healthy to not hold it in and to vent, but people may disagree with me. But you just everybody else in the attacks, it's like you see I'm battling over here, why are you gonna attack me? And start calling me out my name and stuff like that. Like, no, that's not a fair battle. Chef Outspoken said, BBW, I like you from the Blab days, way before the B sector existed. I'm glad you're around. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry, y'all. I was fooling around with buttons and crap and clicked myself off. I don't know what the hell going
Y'all,
on with me
it's
today,
okay.
but I've been so
Y'all
off.
gotta think about the stress that some of this causes. Some of these people, when you meet them in life, right? Or not even in life, you watch them, they have
Mhm.
some major health problems. That stress is
Girl,
gonna you.
Yeah, you see
girl,
how
you know
dark
we
your
know the
eyes.
people that come on here with twisted wigs and makeup and all that other crap. And then when the live is over or before the live got started, they was back on there on a suicide watch. Okay, they all falling apart. Ain't got don't know what to do with themselves. But baby, when that thing go lights, camera, and action, baby, they get the acting. Mm-hmm.
Yep,
They get
you
the
can't go
acting.
on. Yeah, they go to acting, but I'm telling you, behind the scenes, a lot of them they are messed up. Me,
Trust me, I know.
I can't live that way. For me, yeah, no, I got a different issue. It's like, no, number one, when I can go on y'all platforms and vent, thank y'all for letting me do that because I don't like holding stuff in, and I can't really do that over here. So thank you. Sometimes I have to remind people, don't let the sweet face fool you. But
Yeah,
but after that, this is what people don't realize. I shut it off. You know, when
right.
I'm saying in these chats, I'm not trolling. When I'm saying this is healthy, get it out. I don't like holding
Yeah.
stuff in, but it's when you carry it with you, it's gonna bother you, and it's gonna mess with your stomach. It does all kinds of stuff. So don't carry that. You got to shut it off. And hey, people, not everybody's gonna like you.
Yep. And you know what a lot of old school people tell a lot of the ones that don't know me? They tell them, honey, BBW can do this for hours and hours and days and days. You're not affecting her. And you
I
know
said
what?
that
I
to
look at
people.
my audience and I ask them, I say, listen, if this is what you guys want and this is what you want to see, you want to be entertained? Because I don't mind. I give that entertainment to y'all for half an hour. We'll go ahead. We'll tell them off.
Or
Let's
go
do
on
this.
her community wall and
Yeah.
Krista. I don't know how I tumbled over to her community wall because I be missing y'all. I don't get notifications and I forget to
Yeah.
look. I'm like, Krista, what you doing?
People has been enjoying my community wall. They be like, yo, community wall. I said, see,
You
when y'all teach me how to do
Kelly,
something.
y'all balance each other out, and you guys are a great example of a YouTube friendship, and y'all don't really get credit for that, but
Oh, thank you.
you
How
two are.
touching.
I would like. Would you say Hustler? Did you Hustler? Would you say?
I said, how touching.
Yeah, that's my baby. I love me some Shelly. That's my heart. I always have. That is my girl. I love me some Shelly. That's why I tell people, child, please get you a Shelly in your life, honey. Trust me.
Everybody needs Shirley.
Trust me.
Baby, I
Now
was
you
just
can't
over
have
here
my
talking up a
Shelly.
storm on mute. Uh, but I will
You
say,
was
like,
giving me a girl.
BBW has been very consistent. Like this is who she's always been. And I think more people would rock with her if they would just learn to accept her as her, allow her to do her. She can do her, and that doesn't have to be a thing that you're into. But you can still, because there's different levels and there's different sides of her, you know?
Yeah. And Lady Mika one day, she told them that one day somebody had said something and they was like, well, I'm glad me and BBW worked it out or something. Lady Mika, she just said a couple words. She said, I keep telling y'all, she's a very sweet lady. She's a sweetheart. If y'all would just give her a chance, damn. And I would not say those
Are
words,
you
you
are a
know.
sweetheart, but when you're a sweetheart, period. When you're angry
Mhm.
and you want to express yourself, nobody's gonna
Yeah.
stop you from doing that, and you're gonna express
I
yourself.
lose it. I lose it. I see red. I see red. I lose it. And that's why I give people a chance. And I keep giving them a chance. And I'll keep saying, stop. Is this what you want? Please leave me alone. Don't do this. Because I know how I get. I'm it's not gonna be nice. It's
I think
not.
people underestimate you. I really appreciated Sean Bradley's. Y'all know I hardly do names, but sometimes you need to do names. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. And there's really no way for me to indirect this one. So I really appreciate how Sean Bradley brought light to a situation with you when you were saying about, hey, you know what? I'm out here. I'm saying what I want to say. And I like the person you were talking about, right? But and he's
All right, y'all
like,
gonna have to back that up because I'm a little bit lost. Are you talking to BB about BBW?
yeah, when Sean Bradley was giving light, was people were saying that she was wrong for a lot of stuff, and he's like, you guys don't know her from before. She, he was kind of explaining her personality, like what is she doing? So I really did appreciate his commentary when he was talking about that, because some of us that like the both of you, like I do, it's like, okay, wait a minute, this is between them. Krista's saying this, and people don't need to be judging and all that kind of stuff. I just think that Sean Bradley did you a good one where he gave.
He did, because a lot of people came over and they was like, at first I didn't know how to really take you. And then I heard Sean and I heard James, they's like, well, James.
Yeah, they really give good insight. And James too, I forgot that he did a live stream. And
yeah, because James just always, child, that's BB child. You know how James do. Or they'll see how James, like lately, how he handled me, and they'll be like, and they'll see how James, and that's why I tell people, people be like, why is she always acting like she just don't know stuff? She just don't. I really don't. I really don't.
I think they put Blab back up.
Stop it.
I think it's different now, huh?
Stop, Shelly.
Let me check it, because I could have sworn I meant to tell y'all about that. Hold on, where my other?
Shelly, you was the one who told us about Blab.
I know. It's a lot of things I did, so that's why I said people think they come around and they know what the hell going on, baby. I was the first one on Blab, turned everybody else onto it.
Y'all want a scripture?
Y'all she gotta get the book out.
I don't mind the scripture.
You made her get the book out. What did y'all do?
Child.
The devil's
I know that's
alive,
right. Take notes.
Find the scripture for y'all. Okay. Oh God. Why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The king and the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel. Remember against the Lord and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Amen.
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 Amen to that.
Look at you. She said, I like to see you smile.
Let me tell y'all something. I've been trying to feed my soul with some good stuff. Yeah, just because, y'all, it's not easy. But shout out to Jesus.
I like that we able to smile and just have conversation and stuff.
I know. I love it. I remember the first time when I really listened to As Such As her channel, because I really didn't know what she talked about over there. I remember she was mad at me about something that happened in my chat, and I was like, let me check her out. And I was really thinking I was going to hit that link and do my big one. But I started to listen, and I was just like, nah. Sometimes when somebody responds to us a certain way, sometimes we got to step back and listen to what they're saying and how they could have taken it. That could have went really bad. So as I started listening, I'm like, no, what they're talking about was heavy. I don't even allow stuff like that in my chat. Somebody threw something in my chat and I highlighted it. And I just know that we all been through some really, really serious stuff. And when somebody's playing in that, they're going to respond. So when I started listening to her, it just started to make more sense. And then I started to just listen to a few other people. And I'm like, nah, these are women behind the content, behind the whatever we do online. We just regular people that have feelings and we respond that way.
Right.
And also, too, let me tell you something. A lot of times, or at least what I've been through, on this app, you end up becoming close to those that you least expect. Like I would have never expect that at some point me and you can sit there and have a conversation. It don't have to be about YouTube. It could be about whatever. And we're just talking like good lost long friends. You know what I'm saying? Now me and BW, it's always been this. But even with Ben's, at first I was just like, okay, first my introduction with her was on somebody else's page, but of course she was getting doxxed and all that other shit, and I just didn't know what the hell was up with her. I really was like, you know. But once I got to talk to her a little bit more, get to know her a little bit more, meet her in person, which I really enjoyed myself. I had a great time. I never thought we would be like as close as what we are now. But what I think happened is you and Benz pretty much were somebody was trying to set y'all up. Let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because it was pretty much a lie and kind of put there to try to cause division between you and her or whatever, I think that kind of brought us all together. So what they meant for harm, I feel like God did for good. So
Tell it, girl.
It did. And Benz was so appreciative over that. It could have went either way. And you really, really was like, no, I don't want any part of this. This isn't true. And I really, that's when I was like, you know what? I have much respect for that. When you can go against a friend and do the right thing. Now that if she would have really been your friend, she would have.
It wasn't easy when I did that either.
I knew it wasn't.
I was getting attacked from everywhere.
Getting attacked. And I was just like, let me fire up this live stream.
And what did I tell you from the gate?
I swing at everybody. But
and I kept telling Shelly from the gate, I said, don't not be holding. I said, because I know how you will hold.
It was a lie. So
don't
I will go to bat for the
dare.
truth. It was a lie. People can lie on me, but don't lie on somebody else. And I know about it. And I was asked to be a part of that mess. And I don't even think Shelly even knew that. This person messaging me about going along with the story, and hell no. I would never do that just to get people off my back, because I was in the middle of my own stuff.
Girl, wait a minute.
I don't need a lifeline.
They was trying to confuse. They was trying to convince
Shelly
you.
Told me, sis, I'm gonna take a couple days off. When I said, you just give her time. When people was, is Shelly okay? Did you call her? I said, honey, Shelly fine. Because when Shelly said, give me a couple of days off, that means child, when she come back, you better be anchored. That's all I'm gonna say.
I took a lot of heat over that Ben situation too, because we're like, oh, you keep covering for her. Nah, she didn't do it. The hell?
And to this day, I still don't understand it. I still don't understand basically what I'm confused on. What the fuck? What has she ever done to the point where somebody wants to destroy her? I'm just like, this is crazy.
To save their own face, and that's why I can't with most people on here, because it's like, let me throw this person on the bus, let me lie on this person so I can tell a good story. And you know what? It's just sad, and it's like older. It's like none of us are under 30 years old. That was in this right. None of us over there. So it's like, this is how we're acting, and the lies and the way a person can blatantly lie, and other people know it's a lie. The lie don't even make sense. It's like, damn, my child could have given you a better story. And it's like, it was just sad. And we're talking about lies that would destroy another person's life.
Yes.
And it's not funny to me. It's like, you're pathetic.
No. And that's why I even told that other person, because they were so jealous of Ben's and our relationship, how we were. And I would always tell them, Ben's never said anything out to this day. Now I sit there, I play and flirt with Ben's all the time, because I'd be like, you know what, Ben's, how come you never said nothing to me out and she'll just laugh about it or whatever. And I used to constantly tell this person, Ben's never said nothing out the way. So why are you feeling that way? And then no, because you knew your intentions were no good.
No good. Mm-hmm.
No good. And Ben's haven't did anything. And you just, and I said, I don't try to keep you from your friends. I never tried to keep that person from their friends. Why wouldn't you want me to be friendly with Ben's? When I got something in common with Ben's, we talk about the same things. We enjoy the same things.
You
you
guys kind of
know.
got similar commentary in certain ways.
Yeah, and I
You
pulled
know what I'm
back
saying?
from binge to try to save that relationship. And then I was like, the hell with that shit. And then they were trying to get me to, oh, you got to be about this, be about that. Ain't this fun? No, no, I'm not having fun online at all. You know?
I
And I'm
have
like,
fun with like just chatting with you guys. Like I get so much more out of it. Man, because I'm like all those beefs and all that stuff I was in wasn't even mine. But you know what? I appreciate people that can stand on their own. If you and Benz have a friendship, then that's your friendship. You and Shelly have a friendship, that's your friendship. And if
right.
somebody don't like Shelly, somebody don't like Benz, that has nothing to do with you.
And then there's not a lot of
Absolutely.
people who's comfortable with talking about certain subjects. You know what I mean? So now I got somebody that is. So let's talk. Let's have a good
I don't know
time.
why Benz don't get the same kind of heat that you do, because Benz can be very, her talks are very, after 12.
After 12.
It's because Ben's talks in riddles and rhymes.
Is that what? Because when it comes
Yeah,
to Crystal, they be
absolutely.
like wanting to like Blair witch hunt her. But when it comes to Benz, I don't know. I don't know why.
And see,
Okay,
and Ben's will ignore.
okay,
They
maybe
gotta really, really. Ben's ain't just getting ready to say, oh, okay, you dial 911, here I come. Ben's gonna be like, ciao, I'm the supervisor. I'm not coming. Y'all, if that's what you want to respond to, go ahead. I got something else to do. You know,
you
but
guys
if they
are
come
very
with
like
certain things, Ben's will come.
Benz will come. Don't lie on her. Don't.
Right.
I did think she was gonna make up with a certain person who I like, but I know you got. Well, I thought she was gonna make up with a
Who the
certain
heck y'all
person.
talking about?
Ooh. Ooh.
I
And
By the way,
was
just for transparency, I took my Seroquel like I don't know 15 minutes ago, and that shit is catching on.
Oh,
So
you
that's
hear the
the
snore.
final thought. I'm already
no,
past
no,
the
no, no,
second.
no. I didn't say that to rush you. I'm just telling you guys that like I usually go on mute like if I'm not talking anyway. But if y'all say something to me and I happen to not respond, y'all know what happened. But do not rush your commentary. Seems like everybody's enjoying themselves. Keep it going.
You got to stay up past yours too, because I took my old lady medicine for the night.
Well, that circle is
Why am
kicking.
I always so hyper? I'm just always like, go, go, go. That's when I was. Chef said, "You hope she never makes up that person." I give Ben's respect in that regard because I know I hated when all the times I would break up with a certain person, blah blah blah. Ben stands on her square. She's like, "No, you do this to me, I'm not going back." I give that to
Wait,
her.
I know you're not talking about. I know you're not talking about the person who tried to blame Vince for all this crap.
Oh, now I'm lost.
Huh?
Wait, who did you was wondering if Vince was gonna make up with?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that person publicly only because they
You
have
can put it in the back chat. Because that's what I'm like, I know they're gonna probably ain't talking about the
Yeah.
same
I'll put it in the
person.
back chat because it's not anything private. But
Yeah, and that's what that's funny, MU, that you said how you're feeling,
I thought she was gonna make up with that person.
because this person told me, they were like, yeah, you all right. You know that person that called me the B and the H word, that older guy, and he was like, you all right, but good Lord, you are full of energy. You just you need you.
I have a lot of energy. My energy gets on
I
my
said to
nerves.
myself, hell yeah, I'll run fucking circles around your ass like a fucking puppy. Give your ass a fucking heart attack, dumbass.
Krista has that fun energy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I like to have a good time.
Krista and Benz are very outspoken. People don't realize when it comes to me, they're trying to say like that. Oh, I didn't think she was gonna make up with her. When it comes to me, and they're like, "Oh, like y'all remember that question they asked? Would you have your man around MU?" I don't have an MO for talking to people's ninjas, or that's just not my thing. Marriages and stuff like
I
that.
don't have any insecurity, so
One
I don't have
receipt,
no problem with none of that.
People have tried to lie on me in those cases, and I pop them every time. No,
Yeah.
that's not my MO. I respect relationships.
You know,
And
somebody had the nerve to say that about me, talking about don't have your man. I said, honey, please, you
that's
got me
it.
all the way messed up
If
because
I
that's
met
some.
y'all guy, I would be like, oh, okay, that's who you. That's who you would. Nothing disrespectful. I don't have an MO for talking to people's dude.
Mm.
I don't like when it's done to me, and I wouldn't do it to anybody else.
I don't even want to be in that situation to give a person, you know, the devil room to even say something to. I don't. Mm-mm. I don't even put myself in certain situations. I just don't. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I say anybody that ever talked to me, even Noble. I talked to Noble and stuff one time, you know, offline. He was not nothing crazy, nothing, you know. That's why I said people would be
Noble's very
surprised.
respectful. Noble
Yeah,
is very respectful.
very, very. And that's why I say people would be surprised, you know, as much how I talk junk on here. But when I talk to people one on one, we laugh and talk about just regular life stuff. Really, there's nothing that come up like that. Unless you somebody from way back when, and me and you just, you know, had that type of rapport that we could kid around, but we know it ain't going nowhere. But I don't talk like that. Mm-mm.
And then that person that Shelly put in the back chat, if you want to know what I'm talking about, who was trying to say that, oh, I gave my pictures to Rob. I did all. I'm like, that never happened. I'm like, why they be lying on MU? If I'm so bad, you wouldn't have to lie, child. But nah, I think number one, Noble's really respectful, and I don't know how I got that kind of a reputation because I'm not interested in anybody that's been with anybody else at all. I think as women, we have to respect. I mean, I can't even say have to respect yourselves, but I'm just like,
Yeah,
you
you
try
do.
to
You have
take
to
somebody,
respect yourself.
you have to respect yourself, but you try to take somebody
Right.
else's guy, whatever, you're gonna be heartbroken. That person's gonna go back to his original person a lot of the time. So
Yeah,
it's just, you don't want things to happen to you, don't do it to other people.
that's
Period.
right. That's right.
What
So I'm
goes around
still
comes
standing.
around, right?
What goes around comes around. I'm still
Mhm.
standing strong, y'all. I'm like, damn, y'all realize I have come full circle. I'm sitting over here, God willing, I'll make it to my 3 years. But we never even could have had this conversation a year ago or 2 years ago. You guys probably wouldn't
Why?
even like. You said why?
Yeah, why? What happened? I'm just
Well,
asking.
I was only a year into my recovery. I wasn't really. It's. I
Oh,
was only a year into my recovery at that time.
huh, makes sense to me.
Yeah. So now these relationships are really special because I feel that we're equal. I could understand
Right.
what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a healthier space because I
Hmm.
honestly don't feel that number one, it's hard to be friends with somebody that's addicted. It just is. Somebody's gonna come up short. And I'm just really grateful for the people that waited to get to know me and the people not some of y'all can handle it and y'all still my friends. You know, they're not content creators, mostly they're subscribers. But that's a hard relationship. And I know that some people just entered my life for that reason. You know,
Hmm.
so a year ago, 2 years ago, no, that wasn't a healthy situation at all.
Yeah.
I won't befriend an addict at all. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I would be friendly towards you. I would be supportive, but
Right.
I can't. Mm-mm.
That's
You're
it.
just a shell of yourself right now. You're giving me a shell. Like I need you to be there. And some people will take
Sometimes you
advantage.
have to look at the people on here and the relationships that they have with people in real life, and either they're non-existent or they're extremely unhealthy. So
They're
it's like
extremely
you can't expect anything better from them. They don't know any better. They've never had any better.
Shout out to Chef. Now, like I said, some of you that don't really. Chef said, "I'm glad I waited on you, friend. I'm thankful that you're doing well." And she was one that was there, and I appreciate you very much. I do. And there's quite a few of you that was there, but y'all know the situations I'm talking about, and they're not you guys. There's a lot of bad stuff, but we're not there today. My dog is acting possessed. I don't know if it's because he's old, but he's running around my dad's house like he lost his mind. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he's just losing his mind. He's running around my house and I'm just looking at him. All right. But yeah,
he heard me say that I'll run circles around him. Like I'm like
because this dog is tripping. Y'all, this internet stuff is so crazy. But I'm telling you right now, you gotta live your actual life, because some people spend all their time online. Life is falling apart. They'll get on here and make you think that everything is okay, curse you out, make you feel bad about yourself, and they're absolutely miserable.
Yep.
Hey, Kimberly. They're miserable. BBW. I'm gonna call myself BBW. Yeah. I don't worry about you, Krista, when you're going through something. I think that's why I was cheering you on. And I forgot what chat you were on earlier. I don't worry about you because you can do this all day. You have no problem. You said, bring me the smoke. If that's what they're going to do, you're not going to run from it.
Nope.
And you still come back. I don't see you all what's that word? Discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
Right.
No, Krista would come back. Now, if Krista would come up here with her wig all twisted, backwards-ish, I'd be like, Krista, this is too much for you. But some people can't handle it. They'll battle, and they cannot handle the response or the backlash. That's
right.
not. I don't really worry about Krista.
Yeah.
She can handle herself, and she does just fine.
Yeah. Somebody had said the other day, they was like, damn, where is Shelly? When is she gonna put you back on another probation?
Shelly banned
girl,
you
I
from
know.
the
If it's
channel.
a damn link, she gonna hit it.
Shelly said Krista can't hit another link.
And you know what's crazy is because people started flipping out and tripping about that. They was like, what? And I'm like, because y'all know I be coming over to y'all channels and shit. But see, y'all didn't appreciate me. Now can't come.
I enjoy you over here. Shelly be coming. See, Shelly will bring y'all some commentary and beef all in the same. You can listen to her. Next thing you know, she done took you through the beef sector, and she came back and gave y'all some news type stuff. Like Shelly does her thing.
Okay, I be like, shoot, when people be like,
my brain be working.
People be up on their panels with their friends and stuff. I be like, dang, I be glad when my friend come back. Shit, fuck that.
Wait a minute. Do I have another intruder in my? It's me. All Shelly thought that bringing racism with Jason was gonna. What are you talking about? This is what are you talking about? It's me all day. Don't type any mess about Shelly. Shelly is welcome over here. She's my sis, and I don't know what you're talking about. As a matter of fact, let me jump in my chat right now. You got comfortable. You see, y'all be getting comfortable with MU, forgetting that it can go left kind of quick. I don't know you, but don't come in here trolling Shelly. She didn't come here for that. I can't find my chat. I must be tired. What the fuck is my chat?
The gag is I'm not even in the chat. Can't see nothing to them.
I can get it, but I gotta find my chat, y'all. I'm delirious. I'm delirious right now. Why? Hang on, I got you. I want to check that person channel real quick.
When is Ashanti gonna have that baby?
I know. She's been pregnant forever.
It seems like she's been pregnant forever.
She had the baby yet?
I'm just now seeing another thing with her. Okay, well, they is saying it's from Father's Day.
That's gonna be a good gift. Before we get out of here, can we hear from Hustler? Can you tell us about your channel? Let's see. Where is my chat?
You have technical difficulties, my girl?
You just dropped the ball. That was. Can you But people that don't know you, what is your channel about?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now I just talk about stuff going on in the world as far as the dating market and things that have to do with the dating market. to put the word out that things have changed and it's getting worse by the minute. The hell is
Uh-oh.
that?
Was that the
Lord,
puppy?
My
what you do
dog.
to that
My
dog?
I'm sorry about that. Why my dog bit him? I told you something is wrong with him. That's why he's right. You bit. He bit him. I'm sorry. Um,
He bit who?
I heard that. I
You?
have I have two dogs, but
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, and this one just I don't know. They were playing, and I guess he decided to take a bite. So that's what happened.
Oh, shoot.
Y'all heard it?
yep.
Yeah. I thought maybe because I know you said the dog was running through the house, so I was thinking maybe he didn't like hit a
He was
wall or
playing with the other one rough, and then I guess you know how they play bite. I guess he bit him too
yeah.
hard.
Oh,
Oh.
that. I get it.
I'm sorry about
We
that.
ain't judging. Now, what was I talking about? Oh, my channel.
Wait a minute. Omarion and Nia
Do you like his
Long is
channel? What he
dating?
does? He hits that morning show. He hits the morning show.
They said that a
I
long
can't
time
find.
ago, but it wasn't confirmed by either one of them.
What?
Marion did what?
They said that a long.
About Omarion and Nia Long? Don't be giving me permission to the way these young boys be trying to get at me.
I was
Oh.
trying to
Wait,
check
how
that.
old is Marion?
He ain't in his 50s like me and Nia Long now.
Hey, some of us young cats like the older women. I mean, look at Drea Michelle and Jalen Green.
Who's
Wait,
that?
what you mean us young cats like the wait a minute.
Hustler, are you flirting with Krista?
Where did
Am
this
I?
come from?
What? Am I?
Why you had to be flirting with me?
You're the juicy one over there, girl. You got all those curves and stuff.
He had to go throw you on me, hustler. You see how they do? I told you.
I'm used to this kind of stuff, so it's nothing new for me. I've been in these panels for almost 6 years now.
Oh, I
Ain't
didn't
nothing
mean
new
that
for me.
like that one. I'm sorry. That one. Why is that still? Oh, let me delete that on my end. That was not what I was trying to highlight. I was trying to get this one. Shelly has a lot. See y'all. I mean, that's what gets you in trouble, highlighting shit. Shelly has a lot of informative stuff that she doesn't get to show anymore. She could help people. She could help people, but the beef got in the way. You know, Shelly, not Shelly, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What I see for her and her type of audience is like it's mixed in. Do you guys not think that you can mix it in? Because I think it does. I kind of feel like she does both.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
Yeah,
feel.
when people push me, I'm gonna drop down and continue to listen from the wishes.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I
I've heard.
really don't want to purposely fall asleep, and it's not because I'm bored or that the show is not good, because it's great. But I
Yeah,
have. I'm gonna talk to y'all on the back end, but I've been so busy,
okay.
and I'm just so tired. And actually, I think both of y'all know that because I talked to both of y'all over the weekend,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
I could hardly even talk to y'all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna listen though from the chat. It was great meeting you, Hustler, and shout out to
Yeah.
everybody in the chat.
Thank you, Shelly. I'm actually about to do my final because I'm tired, but I appreciate you, sis. Love you.
Yes, me too. You know that. Love you.
Let's move to final thoughts. I have school in the morning. You guys, let me tell you something. I really enjoy talking to you guys and just chatting with y'all. Shelly has really good commentary. If you're looking for some beef, you're gonna get some beef. But she also has commentary where she's talking about stuff. Krista, now she's gonna drag down if she has to, which is entertaining as well. But
Okay.
with that, she's very engaging with her chat. She's very friendly, and her streams are feminine, fun, sexy. You get all of that wrapped in one. All right.
Yeah.
So
Thank
get
you.
your commentary. And like I was saying to you, Krista,
Mhm.
is when you're trending, you're beefing with people, it's only gonna be quiet for a second, and then you're gonna, it's cycles. Keep doing your thing and grow your channel. Don't worry about these people.
Yeah. Thank you. And you too. You keep your head up. You keep doing what you're doing. You know, I'm loving and loving the channel and stuff. You know,
I appreciate you.
I'm gonna get down too. And it was nice meeting you too, Hustler. You take care. I'll be subbing to the channel, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys around. And
All
did
right.
you want to talk back to us backstage, or you good? You good?
I was gonna. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys, to you and Shirley, before because I'm like literally gonna end my
Oh,
short. But I
oh,
did.
okay. Well, I'll
Just
just
a second, and Shirley can come back. Hustler, I'm gonna give you a final thought.
then I'll just stay here until that
Okay,
passes.
Krista.
All right.
Well, it was a great show. It was nice hearing y'all share y'all little sob stories. I mean, it's good to. That's why I say you need friends so you can share this kind of stuff without too much judgment. 'Cause we don't have a lot of that nowadays. It's better than you keeping it all balled up inside your mind. Then next thing you know, it just pops and comes out in the worst way possible. So we don't need that. Good to know you have some people to share this stuff with.
Thank you. Hustler, you are always welcome. I really appreciate Mel's point of view. And I hope that you join the panel again. Hey, Wansala. Hey, Wansala. We're ending. Feel free to catch the replay. I appreciate you for stopping by. But Hustler, you're always welcome. I really appreciate you. And thank you for tagging me in your live streams, because I do catch the replay even if I missed the show.
Not a problem. Just remember, like, comment, and subscribe, because what I bring you is just what the doctor prescribed. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Take
Lady
care.
Nika. See you later, Hustler. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate
Hey,
you.
Lady Nika.
Oh, I'm about to go. Yeah, I've been on for almost 3 hours. I have school tomorrow, but thank you for stopping through. I love Lady Nika. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm about to
Lady
call it a
Nika.
night. I'm exhausted. We had Krista up here. We just did kind of a friendly stream. All right, you guys. I'm exhausted. I love you guys. Feel free to like, comment, and share. And thank y'all for coming through. Bye bye.
Where is Shelly? Oh, she got the link already?
I'll catch the replay and comment. Thank you, Lady Nika. I appreciate you.
See, good night, Lady Nika. Love you, boo.
Big hugs. Purple heart right back. Good night, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.